G'day, everyone. Hope everyone's well. People are a little bit late, but we're getting them in here now. So Veritas is busy playing Valorant, and Anton is just joining right now. I've also invited AquaFPS and Smizzle, very late arrival. I literally just invited him like 15 seconds ago. And what we're going to do is we're going to just have a nice chill podcast. We're going to talk about some Tarkov and, yeah, like just have some fun, some banter, as it always is. Anton, how you going, man?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, dudes?
Not much. So, yeah, AquaFPS will join as soon as he's ready. And, yeah, so I apologize for the little bit of a tardiness start to the podcast, but there's a lot to talk about. Al, how you going, dude? If you guys don't know who Al Smizzle is, he is a streamer and also very, very popular fantasy football, basketball, baseball representative. He's won some pretty cool stuff. I think your biggest prize pool is over $1 million.
Yeah,
and
1.2 million.
Just a lazy 1.2 million, you know. And so I'm sure Al's got a lot of cool stories we can talk about as well. Anton's not doing a face reveal. He said if he wins the tournament, he'll do a face reveal.
So exciting.
Are you excited for the tournament, Anton?
I am. I have not read the rules, but
I made a video for you as well, so you could watch
I'm like excited, but I know that people are gonna try harder than me, and I don't know. I might just give up.
What are you going to do without the paid actors?
They'll still be there.
Are you sure?
They'll still be there.
He's like told him which servers.
Yeah.
Pyongyang servers.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Hey, Aqua, how you going, man?
Aqua.
What's up, guys?
Aqua.
Hey.
Apparently, I've been saying your name
Sorry, I
wrong the
was
whole
late.
time.
What?
Apparently, I've been saying your name wrong the whole time.
Yeah, everyone from Australia. I don't mind at all. You could call me Aqua, whatever.
Aqua.
I don't even notice, honestly. But yeah, people find that out, and then they're all like overly aware of it. I don't even notice though.
I don't know.
But yeah. Should I turn my camera on?
You'd have to disable your OBS camera to be able to do that, I'm pretty sure. But it's no big deal. Anton doesn't use a camera.
Can you
no one
not turn
seems
on
to
your
mind.
camera so I'm not the only one without one?
Definitely
Yeah.
turn it on.
Sure.
Hey, Cam.
I
Chat
got your
will,
back,
like-
Anton.
Chat will think I'm weird.
So the only real topics I've got for today is I want to talk about the tournament a little bit and a little bit of the structure of it. And then after that, I'm sure people want to hear our thoughts on the current status and feel of Escape from Tarkov. But it's besides that, I'm pretty open to talk about anything else. We'll start with the tournament because I'm sure Veritas will be a lot more vocal when it comes to the state of Tarkov. But so for anyone who doesn't know, I'm running a Tarkov Punisher tournament this weekend. It's on Sunday. Dan Giesling and myself will be hosting it. Al Smith will be involved in it as well. And one of the reasons why I thought it'd be cool to get him on the podcast last minute. And besides that, it's got 100 contestants, 101 at the moment, but I'm confident in more. Someone else is going to pull out. Dr. Lupo won't be in. He said he was. He's going to have to find out. He said he was. Then he said he wasn't. So hopefully he might be able to figure out what he actually is doing, and then we'll be able to have him in or not. And yeah, it's going to be 3 hours of factory, many PMC kills as you can on a brand new standard account. And I just saw a screenshot of someone doing a practice run with 65 PMC kills. So that's pretty exciting. In 3 hours.
Damn.
So it's going to be intense. I think it's going to be really down. I reckon we're going to have some surprises. Aqua, how many do you reckon you're going to get?
How many kills?
Yeah.
Oh, the possibilities are endless for me.
I just saw you drop souls
I would
left, right,
be
and
happy
center.
with. I'm sorry.
You just dropped heaps of people on customs. So what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. I've been practicing. I'm brushing up.
Yeah.
But I would be happy with just a nice round number, 10. How long is the event?
3
honestly?
hours.
Uh-huh.
So have you got like what 3 an hour?
Perfect.
Yeah.
3 an hour.
3
I think that's manageable for me. Yeah, that sounds pretty
Right
good.
on pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'll do fine, man.
Yeah.
You'll run into enough pistolings that
Hey,
will
I'm
get
just-
you 10.
Exactly. I'm just excited to be there, you know. That's all.
It's going to be is that your camera?
Yes.
Ooh, he's turning his camera on. Anton, you feeling left out?
Is it working?
Yes. No, it's not.
Not yet.
Shit.
It's thinking about working.
It's considering it.
Ghost, you were meant to be one of the favorites to win it. And you can't make it.
Man, I
But
can't make it.
seeing that you're not in it now, you can be very open and vocal about who you think is going to do well and not. Who would you be? If you were a betting man and say you were going to put a wager on with someone, who would you put your money on to win it?
The underdog.
The,
I know we talked
Me.
about some underdogs. I'm not gonna say names or anything.
should I announce who my underdog is?
No. Don't keep it chilled. Keep it chilled. But I'm rooting for him as well. And then maybe Anton, because you know he just with shitter luck like Anton, he'll just pull something out. I promise you.
I
Just-
know people give Anton a lot of shit, man, but he actually does get a lot of kills.
He does.
They give me shit because
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
so good that they know it doesn't offend me. If I was actually bad, they would not say it, you know?
I agree.
You don't go up to an ugly person and say he's ugly. You only call someone ugly if they're good looking.
I don't think that's true at all, that last bit. But
I don't know. I think it's hard because it's that's what I tell myself, Pestily. But I think it's hard because we're on a new account. Like that, it's gonna be so momentum based. It's like the wipe. Like the wipe is all momentum based. It's just gonna be like you gotta win that first raid and get a kit. And is it standard account? It's a brand new standard account.
brand new
right?
standard account.
Okay. I don't know what you start with on that.
Not much.
SKS.
Best gun.
Fucking much.
SK.
SKS.
SK is the best.
They're like, I think they were about 25,000 each or 30,000 each, and you could buy PS ammo, 7.62 PS, and yeah, that's all you need. It's all you need, and you just drop a geared guy in the face shield, and then you just take their gear and just snowball it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So
I think you could even take a Saiga. Saiga's off. Oh, Saiga's OP now. Especially with the spread.
yeah, if they're not wearing a face shield, if they're wearing a face shield, it could be a little bit hit and miss. If I had to put money on anyone, it would be Warren. But like,
Warren's in it?
that's the safe
Warren's
bet.
the odds-on favorite.
Damn it.
This is like
Is it
built for
Landmark
Warren. This
as
is
well?
built for Warren. Yeah, we've got all the big names.
Oh, yeah.
All the sweaty chads are in it. So I'm actually really excited. This is where someone can, at the end of the actual tournament, can go, I'm the best. And I'll be like, yep, you're the best. And someone comes to my chat and goes, who's the best Tarkov player? I'll be like, that person. And I'll just be like,
That person.
and they'll be like, "Ah, insert streamer name is better. I'm like, nope, that person is. So
I spent a little time, obviously, Pestily, you know, I was making like metrics to see like who actually would stack up best because this person's got 9,000 kills, this person got 4,000 kills, but they all have different amount of raids and different survival rates and everything like that. You did your test run and you got to level 8.
yeah.
And I thought a game changer was going to be if people could get to level 10 and get flea market access and actually have access to level 4, possibly level 5 armors to finish out the last 30, 45, 60 minutes of the show. I didn't feel confident after watching your 3-hour run that people were going to get there. But after watching a couple of other streamers that are in the tournament do their run-throughs,
Welcome to my stream.
I think people are going to get to level 10.
Let's crack.
And then it's going to get real interesting because the pace is going to really pick up in those last 45 minutes. Once a few people have level 10 from kills or scavs or out of raid healing or whatever that's going to get them there, all of a sudden they're going to be running base level 4 armor every single raid.
Yeah. So there's two things at play there, though. One, I didn't examine everything beforehand, so there's probably 5,000 XP there. You've got an hour to examine as much as you can, and the other part is I had a really good middle section where I just decimated, and I played like shit at the start and I played like shit at the end. So if someone can hold a consistent momentum throughout the whole time, and if actually they practice a little bit of just the little cheeky methods of getting a little bit extra XP, like touching all the dead bodies and doing all that stuff, I think they could get level 10 probably with 40 minutes to go, half an hour to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
They'll have to really work for it, though. It's not going to be a simple...
Dash healing instead of out of raid healing. Get you the extra XP there. You die 20 times 270.
Yeah. So, and yeah, 50% survival rate instead of what I had, 33 or 34%, something around there. That would make a big difference in that as well. Just surviving an extra few raids.
Or like if you found a factory key, that could help you a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, hell yeah.
So there's so many variables that actual... I think there's going to be a few different tactics. I think the very first thing we're going to see is a lot of people just go on SKS, naked SKS or Packer SKS. And I think that will be the start. But after that, I'm really interested to see.
Wait, oh shit! I don't want to say this out loud.
Don't.
I don't want to. Okay.
Don't.
Okay,
if you got a good strat, because you're in it.
Well.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
We're
Aqua, thanks
starting
so much
with
for the raid.
nothing. Oh yeah, no worries, dude.
You'll have a brand new standard account, so you'll have whatever you have in a standard
Oh
account.
shit! All right.
You go
I didn't know
nighttime.
that.
So, and it's
I thought I was gonna.
purely
Okay.
based off PMC kills. There's nothing to do with dog tags anymore. I've removed the requirement of having dog tags.
Can we go nighttime factory? That was my
No,
plan.
daytime only.
Oh, because I was gonna go nighttime and then visor guy, but because you can't wear visor. That'd be the best way to get gear.
I was gonna allow nighttime, but then I realized it's gonna be a lot easier for people to do some sort of collusion method, where they'd be like, oh, you just come nighttime and I'll just meet you in the bathrooms, and that sounds dirty, but
Yeah.
stabbed his ass. So
Play the stab game.
yeah, so I removed the ability to go nighttime.
That was my plan.
I'm really excited.
If I had to go, I did a test run quickly at like an hour. I did Saiga, pretty much leg meta, and no matter what armor, what guy I ran into, I just played it so that he pushed me. 3-tap, he's like nothing. It's like I'll get all the ammo, scabs have Saigas, and I'll be pretty much set.
I spoke to Willers about that actually after we finished our run through. We fucked up. So we went really aggressive, like used to our usual play style of playing really aggressive. We just needed to bait people a little bit that were geared and to just outshoot them. And then we could have taken their gear, and Saiga leg meta would have been perfect for that. But yeah.
I think I'm gonna put my money on Robin and Sheaf GG for the underdog. Because I don't think Sheaf is that well known, but that guy's a beast.
Yeah. Hey, Ghost, do us a favor. Go into your overall screen, do your amount of raids, and then divide it by the amount of kills you have. Is that right? Raids divided by kills? Yeah.
PMC kills divided by raids.
PMC kills divided by raids, sorry. The other way around.
Yeah, give me a sec.
And just give it to the
I
number.
don't have a lot of PMCs. I'm opening the game.
Obviously, you're in a bit more of a quieter region, so it will change it a little bit. But that's a metric that actually I used for selecting people to get into the actual tournament. So for anyone who doesn't know, the way I selected people for the tournament, the first gate you had to have passed was you had to have streamed 200 hours of Escape from Tarkov. I felt like to be at least part of the community in a streamer perspective, 200 hours, if you were like more of a casual kind of streamer and you streamed every now and then, it's say 40 hours a month. That's like 5 months of it. If you were like a full-time streamer, you'd been doing it hard for a month, you know, you'd have that done. So 200 hours, and then anyone over 2,000 PMC kills, I pretty much automatically put in, except for I think a couple. And then after that, it was based off raids to PMC kills, and that ratio had to be like over 1 at least. You actually can find out how ratty some people are and how much people hide and run away from fights by their raid to PMC ratio.
Oh, what's yours at, Beth?
You didn't look at my stats, did you?
Yeah, I looked at everyone's.
What do I need?
Okay.
PMC kills divided by raids.
I'm at like 2.5.
I call. I was a professional poker player for like 5 years. I call that.
Call me. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Show me the bluff.
It
It means I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? Okay. I think it'd be more than. It'd be like 2 to 2.5.
2 is reasonable.
There's
You wanna know
only
what the highest in the tournament is? Highest in the tournament is 2.43.
Really?
Yeah.
1.4.
I want to check this
1.4 is
now.
real solid.
Yeah.
I need to
let me pop my game open here.
Now I want to go see what mine is.
do it. It's
I
actually
am
a,
opening my game.
it's a really
And then
interesting
figure out what
metric.
your survival rate is on top of that.
Well,
So that's kind of how I tried to sort things to figure out who I felt the favorites were going to be. So I think that Pestily and I have the same
I'm
unknown
about-
player.
1.5 for my raids to kill ratio, I think. You really do have to take into account, with at least with me, I do a lot of money runs and stuff to try and research shit in the game, but I don't really care that much about my stats. But for the more chatty players, I think Landmark was about 2.
Landmark's at 2.01 with a 66% survival rate,
and then
which is high.
There's a few people above 2, and you can find out on the day. Where there's a pre-game show. I don't want to ruin it. It's really cool. But anything over 2, if you're listening to this, if you've got a 2 PMC kill per raid average, you're doing pretty well. If you play a lot of raids. If you've done like 30 raids and you've killed 60 PMCs, you probably, I don't know, got lucky. Do it over.
Oh. Okay. Fuck. I don't
Okay.
know how do you divide? Fuck. God.
Just give me the numbers.
27 32 PMCs and 1,601 raids.
Okay. So 16 times 2 would be 3,200. So it's less than 2.
Fuck. You're right. God damn it.
You're at 1.7, Anton.
Shit, that's not good.
It's good. No, that is good.
That's not bad.
That's extremely good.
It is good.
I want to be in the 2s.
You want to be in the 2s?
So it's raids divided by PMC kills.
PMC kills divided by raids. I'm just
1.7 is extremely good.
Yeah. So anything around the 2 PMC kill mark is, particularly if you're doing a lot of raids, is really good. I would argue though that it's really only an indicator if that person goes out on the hunt a lot. If they're someone like me and I try and do money runs or research stuff or anything like that, the stats kind of don't really play any sort of part. Same with there's a lot of people out there, like Geeksub, for example. He would do a heap of runs where we would just go into a raid just to find shit out. So apparently Anton's is 1.7777777777. So
Accurate number.
I have 790 raids and 595 PMC kills.
Very human numbers there.
So your point,
That's well,
Human
thank you.
numbers.
Very human.
you're at 0.75.
I have
Hey.
1,079 raids and 731 PMC kills.
See, that's like, if you're a good player in Tarkov, that's about where you're at. Is like 70 to 75%. You get 3/4 of a PMC kill per raid is about what good Tarkov players end up at.
Okay.
It's like the esports ready Tarkov players are at like 1.25 to 2.
Oh, see, I should do this pest for my tournament.
You should 100%.
I
Well-
like this.
We
Yeah, this is a good way of doing it. I like this.
I've looked at all the stats. I'm like, how do I determine what a good player is? And they're the kind of things I had to try and figure out, because I wanted to make a pre-game show where people could actually go, hey, who are the people I should be watching? And there's a lot of no names. I'm saying no names because sure, they've got a following, but they're not 1,000 concurrent viewer followings. There might be 30 concurrents. And these are the people you should actually be checking out on the day, because I think they're the ones that are going to be like, holy shit. The cool thing about the cast is there should be a live leaderboard. I've been putting a lot of time and effort into figuring out exactly how it's going to work, but you should have a live leaderboard on my screen showing who's in front at all times. So you can bounce to whatever stream you want and just watch the leaders if you want. Or I don't know if the actual whole leaderboard will be displayed somewhere. I might try and figure that out. But should be fun. I'm excited. This is why I've been so excited playing Tarkov the last week, because I like playing or knowing this tournament's coming up has got me excited for the game and the community. I think this is the kind of stuff where it's not even about like prizes or anything. This is actually just a fun community event where people can be like, this guy's a god. Like
bragging rights.
Yeah. I know BSG's coming into the table, coming to the game with a few small prizes. It would be sweet. I was going to actually have some pretty full-on prizes, but I decided to change it last minute just because I wanted to make sure it goes smoothly. And if there's any hiccups and it's getting all, I want to make sure one goes smoothly before I put in any sort of proper prizes. But if this goes smoothly, the next one I'm going to reach out to a lot of brands and see who I can get in. And if anyone's listening to this, feel free to approach me later on after the first tournament. And yeah, we'll see if we can get some pretty sweet prizes. I thought it'd be really cool if, particularly if like a streamer's only just starting out but has really good skills in the game, like a prize of a full new computer with maybe even NVIDIA might want to come in with those new graphics cards. Like,
that'd be sick.
That'd be sick, like
maybe throwing a couple of spatulas too.
Oh my God.
Right? Yeah, like one of the new 3000 level graphics cards, maybe a blue spatula. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Did you guys watch it, or was it just Smizzle in my chat?
I watched it.
There was
So good.
The guy had like 1,000 spatulas in a bowl right next to the where he was talking, and it was just,
It was really distracting.
it was after I noticed
It was the only thing I could see was like there's like 100 spatulas right next to his stove.
and behind it was a graphics card.
Mm-hmm.
What a jerk! And the 3090 was in the oven. I called it early.
But that graphics card is thick. You're gonna need
You guys
like
getting
a
one?
phone-
I
Nah,
don't know if I
I
have a
probably won't
2080
like
Ti, and I mean, like, I don't know, dude.
I
I
want
It's
just-
one.
over.
I feel like if you get them right away, there's always all those problems like, oh, it's not optimized for OBS yet. Sorry. Like,
Right.
it's not worth it.
I actually want one of those 360 hertz monitors, just because they're so ridiculous.
That's interesting. Like getting a crazy monitor like that would be worth it.
I honestly don't believe there's any difference between a 360 hertz monitor and a 144 hertz, like for a human person. But I just want one just to be like, this is stupid. Cost me like $7,000, but tax write
You
off.
sounded just
Really
like
that much?
Slash there.
I'm one of those people where I bought a 144 hertz monitor, but didn't turn it on for like
Oh,
several
no.
months.
I had that in
Yeah.
Tarkov for ages. I was like, my game's running like shit, and it was like capped at 60 hertz.
Man,
feels bad, man.
Man, what a difference that was when I figured that out, though. It's like, oh, I see.
probably
I've
like
got a
people
new
in chat
PC.
who have 144 hertz but use a HDMI cable.
I'm opening an
Oh.
NVIDIA control panel now. I want to see if mine's on 165.
I make sure every time I start up my PC. Are you at 165, bitch?
I am.
I'll fucking suplex my screen if it's not, honestly.
Yeah. I wonder what Veritas is doing playing Valorant. He should be training up for the tournament.
Is he losing?
The
I mean,
tournament.
is he winning?
I don't know. He's not replying to me.
I've been doing reps in the factory,
Hell yeah. How many you
getting
hitting?
down and dirty in there.
How was the duos tonight? Did you enjoy it?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
What about you?
Duos. Aqua. I know.
Awkward.
watching
Stop
you
it.
guys.
Well,
How tilted do
We
you
had
get?
fun. We had fun. Come on now, Pestily.
we
I
shouldn't
see
have gone
that
labs. We shouldn't have gone labs.
we did so well everywhere but labs. Everywhere meaning customs, because those are the
Customs.
only two maps we did. But yeah, we did great.
Aqua, how tilted did you get when you were trying out low gear factory over and over and over? Because I really think that that's going to be one of the biggest tests for a lot of people in this tournament, is just yeeting their body into the meat grinder and just getting thrashed because they have no armor until they finally roll up on something. It's like the tilt factor is going to be extremely high in this tournament, and managing it, I think, could determine who wins.
Yeah. I get very frustrated when I just have the total drop on somebody, and because I have a bad gun or bad ammo or whatever, just not being able to kill them because they're just a human meatball of like armor. And it just that bothers me a lot. I get sad and distraught whenever that happens. But yeah, that I gotta, gonna stay cool, gonna stay calm, collected, and I'm gonna get those 10 kills in the tournament. And if I do, I'll be happy.
You want me to tell
Under
you?
promise and over deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The biggest tip
Exactly.
is if you hear a guy shoot a pistol, run to him. Right?
Oh,
If you
yeah.
hear a guy shoot a Val, hide somewhere and wait for him to come to you.
Run
I'm
away from him.
I'm gonna cry in a corner. Yeah.
because
Extract camp, perhaps.
I wish I
Man,
took that strategy more.
Like that guy.
The people that are gonna just go ham straight away are gonna blow a lot of their early guns. You should be able to afford like 10 SKSs straight away. Sell everything, keep like a little bit of food, some meds, and just buy SKSs with PS ammo.
What armor do you get? Because I have Edge of Darkness, so like every time it resets, obviously I get like a fort, I get some other stuff. Do you get any armor in a
None.
standard account?
You'll have a
Oof.
pack. You'll have some. You can buy Packers and SSH 68s.
You can even get a packer?
Yeah, Ragman
Yeah.
sells them.
Like
Is it
standard
too
doesn't
late
come
to-
with any.
Is it too late to
P.A.K.A.'s level
withdraw
1 or is
my-
P.A.K.A. level 2, Ragman?
Level 1. I got it
Okay.
moved to level 1 like 6 months ago.
Okay.
Because I said there's no armor available at level 1 and scavs just drop everyone. And Nikki just like, it's meant to be hard. And I'm like, but at level 2 you get like 4 different arms to pick from. Like a Packer is like a shitty class. I think it's class 2 armor, class 3.
Yeah, it's
It's
fairly
fine.
even
Don't,
armor.
don't talk bad about Packers.
I love the
them.
Packer. It's like it's amazing for stopping scavs.
Notice how you can't come up
yeah.
with anything for what
No.
the pack is good for.
Smizzle.
It's
no.
good for
It's good for
Stop.
shotguns and pistols. Shotguns and pistols.
Listen, I only
it's
I only
basically
abuse it.
Spanx for your PMC. It just makes you look slimmer is all it is.
It'll stop a Todd
That's why
scav
I
killing
wear
you.
it. That's why I need it.
Oh, there we go.
Holy shit! Look, it's Waterboy.
Hey, it's me.
It looks like you're in a casino with the carpet down the bottom.
I know, it's my space carpet.
So yeah.
And now Anton's alone.
Oh.
Popper Pega.
Sorry, Anton.
One day he'll come on cam.
One day. Give me
We'll
a
see
feet
that
cam.
handsome face.
So yeah. But the tournament as a whole, I'm really excited, and then hopefully everyone else will be hopefully it goes smoothly. There's only one thing I can think that could really ruin it, and I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to promote it.
Yeah.
So
What would ruin it?
you, Anton, you winning it, because then it means that the format was wrong.
I want to try. I want to do good, but I don't know. I picture people going so try hard. Like for 3 hours, it's hard to stay motivated for 3 hours. Nothing easy.
That's a lot
I
of
think that this
factory.
tournament, I think it's going to be a star-making tournament. To be honest with you,
I think if
I
a
hope
no name
so.
wins it, if it, like I'm using the word no name, but if someone who's not very well known wins it, it will
a lesser-known streamer.
yes.
There we go.
Yes. Definitely.
If a lesser known streamer wins it, I think it'll really give them a big boost. Might not be like you instantly 1,000 concurrent, but you know, if you're like on 10, you'll probably jump to partner numbers. I would believe. I don't know. We'll find out.
I think somebody could jump
That would
from
be
like 50 to
exciting.
like 400 concurrent easily. If they're in the top 10 and people don't know who they are, they're immediately going to find some people. People are going to follow them. Next time they're live, they're going to go check them out. There might be some stickiness there. I really think that there is a possibility for a lot of the lesser known streamers to make a jump to, I hate to use the word relevancy, but day-to-day relevancy on Twitch, where you've got actual numbers that are going to push you near the top of the channel when people search for Escape from Tarkov, which is the one thing you need on Twitch is discoverability. It's the worst thing about Twitch when you're a smaller streamer is discoverability. And here's this 100-man tournament that's giving so many of these smaller streamers the possibility for discoverability on Twitch that they've never had an ability to get to before.
Yeah, I totally agree with pretty much everything said there.
It's like being in Twitch Rivals. Like,
But you're not a partner because
Right
in Twitch
away,
Rivals you got to be
yeah.
a partner.
Actually competitive. Sorry.
yeah.
There we go.
Who's
And
the
you
guy up
had
top?
over-
Al Smizzle.
It would
What's
be
that?
awesome to see that the underdog wins. And
Mike.
he actually just gets a lot of viewers from it.
Hi, Mike.
Ivy.
Who the fuck's Mike?
Is
I
mic
had
on?
to.
Every time.
I love you.
My meme guy made a meme about that. Who's Mike?
Bye.
You can make a
Wait,
song
where
out
does
of
this
that.
mean?
Memes number 4 on YouTube. Pestily Tarkov memes 4. It's in that one. He's gonna go watch it now.
Googling it now.
Go
Yeah.
check it out.
How you going, dude?
I'm all right. I'm all right. A little bit of an incident with, food processors, how they have sharp things inside of them.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, washing them for the first time before you use them
Oh.
can get messy.
Dangerous.
Damn.
Yeah, well, I just found out also I don't have a first aid kit in my house, so that's. I'm not prepared for my IRL raids. But,
You need that one-shot IFAK.
Yeah.
I should have grabbed the AI too. I know what to do, babe.
Yeah.
She would have smacked you. I know what to do. I do this in the game every single time. Flip it open, get
Pull out
You
the
stab
rusty
it
old
with
needle.
a needle.
rusty needle.
That's all that's in it. Is just plastic tubes and rusty needles.
Isn't the AI too like anti-radiation? I thought.
The AI2 is like just like a modular kit that's used. Like you can fill it with different things. It's kind of depends on what happens. And my understanding is that like if something were to happen, like the government or whoever could take the AI2 kits, fill them with particular medicine, like for radiation or antibiotics
Morphine
or
or
whatever,
whatever.
and then like airdrop it in mass. But I think it's mostly just a generic container.
Excited
sorry,
for
I'm
the
late.
tournament? That's all right. Are you excited for the tournament?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a shit show.
We need your stats.
Do we not have
The
his
chat
stats?
demands it. So I said the chat demands your stats.
Oh no.
Sorry,
Oh,
very
what
tough.
are-
Reluctantly
stats.
divulged mine.
We need you to go to your PMC kills and divide that by how many raids you've done,
Okay.
if you could please.
Booting up Tarkov right now. I'm sure it's mediocre.
Well,
Mine's mediocre.
Mine is human, apparently.
Very
human.
I
thought
have
for
human
sure
numbers
this-
as well. I'm
That
extremely
was your
human
way
at
of
this
being
game.
nice, you know,
That's-
like, oh, that's fucking pathetic. But it's cute.
No,
I'll just
not
say
at all.
human to make him feel better. Oh man.
that's
If it
Al
wasn't
Smizzle's
a
kindest
lie.
It's
way
just
that he
not
could say.
superhero numbers is all. You know? How many of us can claim to be superheroes?
Not me.
Just Anton.
I'm
Just
human.
Anton.
Good job, Anton.
Did I have
Yeah,
the
I wanna
highest
hear
out of
some of these
all you
numbers.
guys?
What are
Wait a
some
minute.
of your guys' numbers?
Mine's
Anton's-
1.7. 1.77.
It's what? It's
7.
kills divided by raids, or is it
Raids,
PMC
yes.
kills?
PMC kills.
PMC kills.
It's a-
Pestily, what was yours?
1.5 or 1.5 something. I'd have to look it up.
1.2.
See, same as
Same as me. Cool.
Ghost,
Very
wasn't it? Ghost
human
wasn't
of you.
Ghost 1.2, 1.4.
I'm 1.4. But that's on a single server from the beginning of Wipe.
Without telling them who they belong to, can I tell them what the best ratios in the tournament are, Pest?
Go for it.
Highest ratio in the tournament, 2.43. Second highest, 2.18. Third, 2.12 kills per raid. PMC kills per raid.
So
I wonder what maps. Like, are those the types of people that run like labs all day, or
Labs.
do they run like shoreline all day?
labs, customs are the main ones, and factory.
Sick.
So they're all PvP hunters. All these people.
Mhm.
Landmarks was like pretty much bang on too.
Mhm.
Like 2.01, I think it was. It was 2.01, wasn't it, Al?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He's 2.01 with a 66% survival rate.
Remember when Labs PvP was
Yes.
the best? Remember when it was fucking fun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm the
you mean
only person
two
I think who
fucking
loves
dollars.
labs. I think everybody in the community hates labs. I'm the only person who loves labs.
How many times have you gone Labs
I
this
miss
wipe?
it.
Right, because there's problems, right?
The names we should not
Would be the
speak
easy.
of.
There's head eyes problems when you go into labs.
The idea
Exactly.
of it is good. It's a good idea.
It's a
on the
fantastic
surface, it's
map.
good. Yeah.
It's a
How many
fantastic map.
Mhm.
I actually agree.
It's killed by the problems.
What if Raiders were removed from it? It
Won't be played.
won't be played, but then the
Mhm.
PvP would still be there.
I'd
What
be bored.
PvP? What do you mean?
No, then there would just be like hatchlings and cheaters, basically.
I mean, the cheaters are so bad. I don't know. I think the Raiders honestly slow down the cheaters. And
Do they?
the cheaters are
Yeah.
It's
So they
I
can
noticed-
fly to you instantly.
California
else can go there.
servers or any server that touches the Pacific Ocean. That's key. Basically, has a cheater every raid, every other
Mhm.
raid. I played on Denver. I didn't get a cheater for like 4 raids, whereas I did 6 in a row and got a speed hacker on
Okay,
Because of the
California.
because of the 150 cap.
Get ready now for
I
all the
blame
cheaters to say,
ocean.
we've been looking for a clean server to jump in and destroy. Well,
Look
rip
at
Denver.
very good.
Denver 2019 to 2020.
Yeah.
F in the chat for
2020 in
Denver.
there. Ruptins.
That's why I only play on the Hawaiian server.
California's fucked.
I play in Miami. That's my.
Is there a
favorite.
Hawaii server?
There isn't.
And so
I
never
don't even look
switch
at the
servers.
server list. I just put it on auto, so I don't even.
Same. That's
Oh,
just a level of technicality that I'm just not willing to meet. I just
Yeah.
hope for the best and get in there.
If I don't know what server I'm on, then stream snipers don't know what server I'm on. So-
Exactly.
You want the real about that though? If you've got it set to auto, you're probably only going to 2 servers, 1 to 2 servers.
The first one's full, it will kick you to the second 100% of the time,
And that's it.
pretty much. That's it.
They don't really go any further than say maybe 3 servers. It will hold you on matching for 15 minutes to try and get you on those first 3. But if you select every server under 120 ping and you got 15 servers selected, you'll go on randomly any of those 15.
Weird.
So
I mean, I don't need to worry about that. It picks
No.
it for me. I'm just like, oh.
you got 1 server. You were the one asking for it. When are we getting South African servers?
No, I
And they-
wasn't. And I mean, these, no.
are there
fuck.
any African servers?
There's
No,
one
there's one.
Where is it?
in South Africa.
But fuck, no way.
Africans. I wonder how many. I mean,
Yeah,
even South
many-
America like barely has servers.
they've got like a couple now. Do they not?
Just got them though.
There's been a lot of discussion recently about the state of Tarkov, and I think the game as a development process is actually the best it's ever been. But obviously,
Agreed.
there's issues with the Cheetos, but besides that, I actually really like where the game's at. I feel like time to kill's not horrible, but it's not great. It's somewhere in the middle. And the actual gameplay just seems to be... There's an emphasis on survival. The biggest issue in Tarkov right now, there's 2 issues. One, everyone's scared to die. Like, really scared to die. So that it's kind of made this, like, wimpy kind of playstyle. And then the other... It's too difficult for people to learn. And without YouTube or Wikipedia,
That's true.
no one knows how to
I-
play the game.
I ran around aimlessly for several days weeks even when I started. It was so hard to even exfil, you know? Like, yeah, you could get lucky, get a kill or two just from my previous PvP experience in other games or whatever. Not saying I'm even good at it really, but you know, I just like trying to like the extracts are so like they look like the rest of the map. You have no idea where you're going. It's crazy.
Especially if you're a scav.
Even if you get a map, in the game, like an in-game map,
it's still hard. Yeah,
it doesn't say where the extracts are.
Cartographer. Can I swear on this podcast? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have to be like Magellan to figure that shit out.
If Slush was here, it'd be like,
It's
fucking
ridiculous.
Yeah, God, do it.
I had to become a gun engineer, a cartographer, a bartering, a financial advisor. Like the amount of
Unity
skills
developer.
you need to play this game is absolutely bonkers.
A pharmacist.
Yes,
You have to craft your own
eBay
meds.
shop?
You're right.
eBay shop?
No, but be careful though, because some of the meds do not what they would do in real life. So if you actually were a pharmacist, which my wife is and loves to tell me that doesn't do that or that doesn't do that, so that would hurt you. So be careful.
so-
You can't shove a yellow plastic container into your arm. That it won't actually solve the problem.
You can't
Is
just
that what you're meaning to tell me?
staple
Well, it
your
depends
stomach.
on what's in the container.
You can't staple your stomach and heal your leg.
So Vaseline doesn't really do
surgeon.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
Sigma.
that's
Are you
Vaseline
telling me
really
that lip
does do
balm
that.
doesn't add hydration?
To your
You know,
lips.
wait,
it does.
wait. I was thinking about lip balm. Sorry, I'm eating. I was really hungry. I was really hungry. Like this probably happened like a couple months ago. And then I had lip balm, and I put the lip balm on, and I think because it was flavored, my brain like thought it was getting food, and I actually wasn't as hungry. So,
You felt more energetic and a little
I
bit more
re-
hydrated, huh?
no, but I felt not as hungry just because I had like flavored chapstick on.
And it moistened your lips, therefore your hydration
Just
was
like made me think I
better.
was eating for a second. It made me feel better.
You know, actually, when
Seems
I'm
good.
really hungry in the morning, because I often skip breakfast, if you brush your teeth, that kind of satiates your hunger a little bit. You know?
Because anything
Like-
you were going to eat after that would taste like shit.
Yeah, well, not just that. Never drink orange juice, Veritas, after brushing your teeth. That's a Linus tech tip for you.
Really?
That goes for everybody here.
Why?
Okay? Because you don't know about this?
Just
Still,
okay, you got to
I
do
thought
it
this
tomorrow.
was
you
Then
may
you
know
got to
about
film it. This is
Tarkov, but
YouTube
you don't know
content.
about orange juice.
I
You're
thought
gonna
this
have
was
a
common
bad
knowledge.
time.
What type?
You're
Is,
gonna
it,
have a really bad time.
is it any type of toothpaste, or is it like you have to have
Yeah.
like spearmint or like peppermint or
yeah,
like
mint, like
They're
mint
all
toothpaste.
mint.
No,
They're all
you
mint
don't
with
know
some
this.
sort.
Especially uses
Test?
bubble gum, and
There's
we
like-
all know it.
there's like a charcoal toothpaste or some shit. Like this.
Okay,
Test
Top.
brush
still
your teeth in
uses
the morning.
the
We need
bubblegum
this. We
flavored
need this
one.
filmed.
All right, I'll do it
We
Friday.
need this filmed.
I'm
Yeah,
filming on
nice.
Friday.
Go get some Crest and some Tropicana. Film it.
Yeah.
I want to see the face
What
you
happens?
make.
What?
And then
We're not
cleanse
telling
it,
you.
Then
How
cleanse
did
it
you
with the
make it all these
charcoal
years?
afterwards.
All right, I am not.
know this.
Is it immediately after I have to have like brush my teeth immediately after drink some
Yeah.
orange
Drink
juice?
orange
Brush your
juice.
teeth, spit it out, and then like take a little swig of some orange juice. Swish it
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
right.
enjoy yourself. Have fun. You're gonna love that.
Look at V's face.
I'm doing it. I won't Google it. I won't YouTube it. Like cross my heart.
Just try
I'll,
it. Yeah.
I'll film it on Friday.
You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
If my mouth,
No,
if I start my stream on Friday, my whole face is like in calluses or some shit from like I don't know.
Nah, you've been shot in the leg. I'm sure you can survive this. You'll be okay.
Oh, we'll see.
If I can survive it, you'll be fine.
Chat's saying I'm gonna lose my tongue.
Whoa.
I am very frail and you'll be fine.
Frail. You're looking a little bit homeless with the beard. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh God, I think I
you
fixed
too?
it. I
God.
fixed it, guys.
I did
much
join
better.
this podcast to be ridiculed.
Finally, I fixed it.
You gotta have it either like
You too.
you gotta have it like this, so it's just like kind of like a little bit of stubble, or you need a
Yeah.
full-fledged beard. You have to like grow it out like
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of in between right now. I had a big, crazy beard for a little while, and then I went with the handlebar. I've seen you
I
with
saw
that
that.
a couple once or two. It's a good look, man.
It is. It is.
We should both have that and duo again with our handlebars.
When?
Everyone will go running for the hills.
We'll wear cowboy
Yeah.
hats too, just to really add to the.
That intimidation factor is everything. Even though they can't see us, but still.
They'd know.
They'd
know.
feel it.
It's not medically harmful at all, Pestily. It just tastes like bad. Okay.
Just tastes like bad.
Like bad.
Yep.
Like bad.
Well,
I can't find my Panama hat. I was gonna put it on. Damn it.
everyone went really quiet when I spoke about Tarkov. What's like the feel of Tarkov right now? I know
You
Veritas can't
mentioned
stand
time
it.
to kill.
Yeah.
You mentioned TTK. Do you want it faster or slower?
I like it where it's at.
You said it could be changed a little bit. Which direction? Do you want longer fights?
I don't
Slower
think
TTK?
I don't think it's to do with health anymore, or it's a very weird thing, right? Either people die. I got no problem with one shot to the head, and I like the fact like we got proof today that you can headbutt 700 bullets and still seem to survive.
Yeah.
With if you're wearing a strong enough helmet, but I feel like it's just really anticlimactic dying to one bullet. But I get that you need to. So headshots are fine. Body shots, depending on what you're wearing. I got a 7M1 to the chest when I had a class 3 armor on the other day. But I think that's fine. That's a really expensive round, and it's not many people use it. So I actually probably think it's sitting pretty good, to be honest.
So you don't want it moved back to where it was maybe, 12 months ago? I forget exactly the date. Maybe Veritas can speak to this. But when they nerfed the armors.
The only way that it would go back to the way it was is if you could wear armor with a rig. And
layer it like you used to be able to?
Yeah, and they're not going back to that.
No.
So
it's gonna evolve now with 0.13 anyway. When they
I
add
think
the
I'm happy with
chest
it
rigs
at the
and
moment.
everything. So
You don't agree?
Me?
no.
Well, with the time to kill, I actually kind of like. I wasn't sure what would happen with the 5 extra health, but I feel like gunfights are actually slightly longer.
Yeah, I do like the 5 extra health, honestly.
I mean, it feels less that those one-shot consistencies are a little bit less for me. Just not getting one tap through, level 5 or level 6 armors.
I
with a
think that there's
single
some
shot.
armors we should be able to layer as opposed to ones that we shouldn't.
Like a packer.
Like like the Spanx. Like you should be able to wear Spanx under your tactical rig, under your armored rig, and get like a little bit of extra protection. But like a Gen 4 with with an armored rig on top of it, no, that's not going to work. That's not real. But you could definitely put on a P.A.C.A or a 3M underneath a tac rig that's like level 5 for whatever nominal bit of protection it might add.
I don't think I understand. I don't know what Spanx are. I have a different idea of what Spanx are.
Party whities?
And I think
like long johns. Is that what Spanx are?
I don't know. What the hell are Spanx in this context?
It's when you get slapped on your behind.
Oh God. No, I mean, like, is there like military?
It's like a tight shirt
equipment?
that's supposed to like hold your stomach in.
Out.
Okay.
It's supposed to like make you skinnier. You wear it under clothing, make you look skinnier. That's what the P.A.C.A looks like to me.
I wouldn't want to concern anybody with my health already. It's see my ribs anymore.
I think the time to kill is nice. It's just like rolling the dice. Anything could happen. It could take forever or instant. In
Arms
my
are the
case.
best armor at the moment. I honestly think it. So many times I've been like, how the fuck did that person not die? And I use the replay buffer. I go back and I'm like, I just shot that guy like 6 times in the arm.
Yeah. Damn those arms. The last few times I've played, though, all my fights have felt really fun, except for when we were on labs just now. Pestily. But yeah, they feel good, man. I don't know. I also was wearing armor today, like big boy armor, for the first time in like a while. That makes a big difference. I was just walking around, just feeling
Tanky.
tough, like $1 million. Yeah, it was a human tank.
Well, $1
Is
million
that what it
rubles.
was?
Or 6s.
Yeah, I was feeling like at least 200,000 rubles out there. It was good. Yeah. A couple times where I was like, I would normally be dead right now, and I wasn't. It was really exciting. I loved it.
Good.
I had a
It's so
great
good.
time.
We didn't die on customs today. We didn't die on customs. And we
Yeah.
we didn't hold back. We just ran around. I did go down to 1 health on my thorax though. That was scary.
I got shot right in my head several times. Helmet's really, man, like that airframe was something. I'm amazed by this. It was really worked. Did the trick. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much.
I think the helmets are way better this wipe.
Yeah.
Really?
Really, for real. I'm getting like a concussion probably 3 or 4 times a week, and my helmet saved it.
You need to have a face shield though. I just
especially nowadays.
anyone complaining about head eyes that's not wearing a face shield, that's your own fault.
The
Well,
face
wait a
shields
minute,
are
but
so
why?
dirty, though.
Because
Well,
you
I
stop.
don't
why-
wear 'em.
So what happens
Every
when you
usable bullet
spend
goes right through a face shield.
30 or
Acceptable.
40,000 rubles on the face shield and then dye head eyes over and over again? That like
Alton.
Contacts.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay.
the Alton is the only one that people are really like. I just wear my ULAC and roll with it.
Yeah, I had the Bastion with the carbon fiber stop 2 M80s.
I like
I
to
barely
see
took-
and hear the game I'm playing. So I
Slush
avoid.
told me just turn up the game until your ears almost bleed.
You can
you'll
wear
be fine.
contacts with the Bastion. It was, I don't know, no visor though.
There was a raid I did either today or yesterday, and I was wearing I swear it was a Kiver. It was in my hardcore playthrough. I was wearing like a Kiver face shield, and I deflected an M80 to the face shield, and I was just like, that was could not believe it. I was like losing my shit. So
Lucky.
Basically, as they threw the dice, you just knocked it
Oh,
out
no.
the hands.
it was an Eagle Nick.
Oh, Eaglenik.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
and it was a Kiver
I
face
had a-
shield.
I had a Keck helmet stop M61.
And
Easy.
I think Clean had the shattered mask on, and it ricocheted a what did it?
Yes.
I saw a clip of it, and everyone like
It has saved me several times, the shattered mask. I swear to God. It's my little secret.
was out now.
Now you told everyone. Damn it.
So we're in
How much of it is because the player scavs spawning with shit ammo now? Like if you get an AK, you used to have like a BT and now it's PS. So I find that I'm not dying to player scavs as much.
I don't die to a player scav until I've killed 4 PMCs, have all their gear, and I'm 18 feet from the extract. That's when I die to a player scav.
Yes,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Pretty
Sounds
much.
about right.
Who's died to a regular scav many times this wipe? Show of
Only
hands.
the ones with
Every-
a shotgun.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
died,
has.
yeah.
I died to a Tawz scav when I was one map away from finishing the guide, and I had a fucking airframe, and he
Dude.
shot me in the chin from
Yes.
30 meters away.
They're insane, some of them. Like,
My-
scarier than a player with an airframe on, you know? Like,
My
Holy
favorite
crap.
clip in all of Escape from Tarkov is Deadly Slob playing with Ghostfreak, and Deadly Slob's on top of construction, and he sees a scav walking from left to right near Ice Cream Hut, and he
Oh
goes,
my god.
I see the scav, I'm going to take the shot. And the scav stops and just goes like this, goes, and just headshots him with like a Toz. Was it a Toz?
Yeah, I can't remember if it's Oz or Saiga, but he gets dropped and he's like, oh, okay. No, I'm not doing that.
Oh,
hate to see it. Hate to see
Yeah.
it.
it's my favorite clip of all time. He goes, yep, just going to drop this scav real quick. And then it's like, the scav just goes, and just turns on him and just destroys him. Oh.
I think I'm in the minority.
They mock you, too.
I'd like to see the expensive level 4 helmets move to level 5. Things like the Airframe Tan and the Exfil. Considering they don't give you ears protection, and like they're really expensive because of the attachments that you can put on them, but even the attachments like a face shield don't provide you. It's like level 3 face shield doesn't provide you a lot of protection from any sort of realistic PMC ammo. But they're 150k on the flea, 1200 plus USD.
Totally agree.
And they provide you less protection than an ULAC, and you can get the Peen helmet, which is a level 3, which is like 20k, and just as useful.
Totally agree.
Thank you.
I can agree with that.
Because like the risk, you're spending a shit ton of money
Yes.
to help you against the lowest tier of stuff. But if you come across somebody with, a decent ammo and they one tap you in the head, it doesn't matter what you have. So it just feels shitty to spend 100K to save yourself from scavs, with Tawses and, PMCs with pistols.
Might as well just pretend you're wearing a cowboy hat that's, basically made of paca at that point.
Cowboy helmet.
Cowboy helmet, right?
Oh yeah,
Just
they
as
do make
useful
those.
as a fast MT.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Even the Ulach with like ear protection, that's only class 4 as well, isn't it?
Right. The U-Lock should be level 5. Fast MTs and exfil should be level 5.
We good.
Would the face shield still be level 4?
It's not
You
4,
level
it's 3.
It's 3.
Is it?
I took
The face shield for all those is 3.
I think
There's
the
only
face shield
one
should be
for-
4.
Yes, there's only one.
And that's
And
the
it's the-
LZSH.
What happens, like, all of the other helmets and face shields that are one class above, usually the trade-off is that they're either like a little bit dirtier visually, or you can't wear headphones with them. Wouldn't it make the ZS8 and a lot of the other helmets kind of useless if, or maybe it's just a price difference, right? 50,000 versus 120,000.
For you're talking like Alton versus Fast MT if they boost Fast MT to 5.
Yeah.
But the Alton has a face shield that's level 5 or 6, right? It's 5 and then the Kilomask is 6. So like the trade-off there is you don't get to hear, but your chance of getting head-eyes is drastically lower as opposed to wearing a Fast MT.
I think they're
I'm
both
just talking about
5.
protecting the head and top of head and nape.
The Alton's both 5. I'm fairly confident they're both 5. And then the Vulcan is a 6 helmet, 4 face shield.
Yeah, and the Killa is what, 5, 6?
6 face shield, 5 helmet.
Yeah,
4, right?
I think
No,
so.
6,
off the top
4.
of my head. 6, 4.
6-4.
No memory
Oh,
card,
no.
Veritas.
Anton?
It's getting better. It's getting better.
Oh no, so
Double
that's
memory
good.
card.
No,
you on a
this is good.
PS2? What is that?
This is great. No,
saves.
it's one of the Dreamcast VMUs.
Nice.
Remember those?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh nope,
There
nope.
we
We
go.
got it.
Nope.
It's sick, dude. This is
That
fucking
works.
awesome. I love
Back to
HDMI cable.
ColecoVision.
I like that backdrop though. That's pretty
good.
cool.
Is it actually picking? I don't know why it's flickering green. Fuck me.
Whoa.
You should
Yeah, it
use
just
that for
looked
like
a cool
transition.
pink like vaporwave looking thing to me. That was pretty sick.
Very wavy.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
intentional.
I don't know. As a PvP player, I would want to wait for 0.13 for the whole armor chest rig.
Try that. Like the hit boxes are coming.
Yeah, the hitboxes and just the
Bro,
customizable.
I'm
rigs and
scared about
everything.
the hit boxes. I don't
Why?
think they're gonna be good. I don't
Why?
think they're gonna be good. I don't
I
know.
mean, don't you want to get shot right in your hip and get one shot?
no,
I mean, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be realistic.
no, I don't. I don't
Yeah.
want to get shot in the armpit and die because it hit my heart or some shit.
They're
I don't
not going
want
to put
that.
a heart hitbox.
Well,
They already said they're not doing that.
I don't know. I like. It's basically the armor is gonna look like it covers what it looks like it covers, and not just cover everything.
I mean, now I can wear a slick, a packer, and it's got the slick plates in. And just be like, fuck yeah, packer gang.
I'm gonna
That'll
just
make it feel so random.
throw this out there. So the game when I very first started playing was a lot more arcadey. Like yeah, it was like had a lot of the basis of what we play right now, but it was a lot more arcadey. And they put it every single one of these changes makes it that little bit more difficult, a little bit more let's go with realistic, but like more full on. Like even stuff like loading ammunition. I think some of these changes have been really good, by the way. Med animations taking time longer to heal. If it do you think it going like adding all these extra little minute details is going to complement the game really, or is it just going to make it more frustrating to the point where some people are just going to be like, it's just too much?
Second one.
It's gonna be 50-50, honestly. You're just gonna have that one side that's like, it's immersive as fuck. Feel like I'm back in Nam, where they didn't weigh anything, but yeah, level ones that could be level fucking half. And you can have the guys that just don't agree with it at all. I mean,
I think a lot of the things have complemented the game and made it better. Don't get me wrong.
I agree. I think that Nikita twisting the screws a little bit has made it better. Like even in the intro, right? You've got Slush Puppy running into General or Generic and killing a 4-man, and he kills 2 of them, then he just hits the IFAK button. You see it healing him, but there's no meta animation. Like that's where it was when I started playing.
He was still shooting.
I like it better now with you're just shooting into when they remove the ability to pack mags and perform field surgery, people are going to re all over the place. But I think that that's a natural progression for the game that I don't think is going to steer people away from the game. Just like meta animations didn't steer people away from the game, but like if he tightens the screws too much, I could definitely see it going that route.
I didn't think I would like all those changes, but I really do. Like the packing the mags and all that stuff. Like before, it just makes you play differently, and it's just more realistic.
Immersive.
Yeah, you have to be more mindful of how you handle that kind of stuff, which is cool, I think.
Yeah.
Every decision matters. I think that's important. I think it's fun. I understand where some people don't like that. They just want the run and gun of COD, but like Tarkov gamers aren't usually crossover COD gamers. It's scratching a different itch.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I just mean like, I'm a fast, aggressive player, but none of these changes, I've said it multiple times, none of these changes made me play slower or, changed any of my abilities. It's just what I think I'm going to do, for the half a second, but you can still pre-med or,
I think
preload or all that.
The majority of the changes that we've experienced up until now have not slowed the combat phase down too much. It's the post-combat phase. So, for example, you get into a fight, you kill a heap of people, and then say, all right, now I have to load up my mag, and now I have to fix my leg, and staple my knee, and then, like, bandage up.
Then you can loot, yeah. I like that. What do you think about the weight system?
I think it was needed, but I don't know where the number's at.
Yeah.
You know what, actually... sorry, I'll Sigma go.
I was just going to say, I don't mind the weight system, but... it's so easily combated with stims that is it really an issue?
The skills. I got elite endurance, and elite endurance is kind of like just being on blue stim all the time.
It's technically not, because it's half of what it was from the last patch, Anton. It's not as good as you thought it was.
I don't know. I mean, elite's nice. I'll be like 60, and I'll have a mule. I'll have a mule at like 68, and I'm like, I don't even need it.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
I like it. It lets me know when I've done a good job,
Pop
Well,
that mule.
dude,
I'm
I
not happy. Yeah.
No, I can't scav anymore. When you scav and do good and you're overweight and have no stims and you're level 2 health or level 2 strength on a scav, it's so bad. Scaving, like, I hate it right now when you're overweight.
The good thing that they did was in the last changes to the skills, strength is actually leveled up pretty quickly now. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but
What's your level at, Bess?
Sorry, mate.
What's your level at for strength?
I've mostly been playing my hardcore account since I've been doing this, but my strength skill's like level 5 or 6. Like it's actually
22.
Yeah, so
32.
you can actually level up your strength pretty quickly now, and therefore you can actually carry more weight as well. Like there are a lot of streamers I'm seeing at the moment, the ones that play a lot, obviously, but they're sitting on like 90 kilograms max weight. And if they got 90 kilograms max weight, they're taking out the majority of the lobby's loot that they care about anyway. Like when I used to run labs nonstop, a really good haul was like 95 to 100 kilo. Like I'm talking really full on haul. So if you got a stim, top it off anyway.
Yeah, the mute a lot.
The other stims are insane too. Like I just discovered this. This is a new thing of mine. I am so amazed by these stims. They really help.
Yeah,
Like,
it's allowed to like adopt that stims are the meta
Yeah.
that you need.
They're
Wait
so
until Augusta
good.
becomes useful
Yeah.
or necessary, not just useful.
Yeah,
Yes.
the green one. Holy crap. It's amazing. It's like a magic wand. You just all your shit could be broken. You pop that thing and then heal all your stuff. And by the time you're done with the surgery, it's like healed right away. It's like magic. I love that shit. It's great. Love stims.
I use Propidol like
I'm a
all the
drug
time.
addict in Tarkov now. I'm all doped up all the time. Every raid. It's great.
Just looking for Sanitar every single raid. Is he here? Is he here? Does he have the stims? Dude, do you have the good
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, it's great. He's got the good stuff. Yeah.
Maybe they should have added the addiction thing, or the
The
thing.
addiction.
I don't know
and
what they
withdrawal.
call it, but the addiction and withdrawals thing, though, they're going to add
Yeah.
to Tarkov with the stims and the drugs. But
I think it's because it's not all the stims yet. I think we'll be able to make stims in our hideout, like custom random ones.
Plus, they
Well,
want us to get
so-
addicted to it right now, and then when they implement that, we can all be mad.
It'll basically
Then we
be
have
like
actual real life withdrawal.
the more you
Right,
take,
right.
the more you take a green stim, the less effective it's going to be because you get used to it. Or like
Yes.
painkillers won't last as long because you take them so much.
Don't ruin this for me, Anton.
So if you're level 60, you're
Don't
just
ruin
fucked.
this
Keep on going, keep on going.
I don't know. I mean, they're not. I kind of like trust Battle State at this point to not completely ruin their game. So like, I kind of, after playing the game for 3 years, like kind of just trust them to not fuck it up.
Yeah.
So
No,
what's
I don't
your
think
thought
people-
of the,
they know how to
the
make money.
bleed thing that's reputed to be coming?
Bleed
Like with the
thing.
chest bleed, and like
I
they
don't know
had
about this.
they had a 3D model of, remember that thing that looked like it had a bunch of like marshmallows inside of a big injector,
Boom.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Where like if you get a massive chest or
Oh.
stomach bleed, you're gonna have to inject that to stop the bleed.
Right.
That's what Zagustin is for, technically. I'm like looking at Anton's picture in Discord while I'm talking to his little cowboy hat while I'm telling him this. So like the gamma is essentially, or whatever your pouch is going to essentially just be for keys and whatever meds you may possibly need, and it's never going to be for like, hey, I need to get this thing out, because you're going to have a Zagustin on you or that injector at all times, because if you get a big chest bleed, you're going to die in 5 seconds. Like there's no just patch it up with a bandage. This is like a massive bleed that you're going to have to inject these marshmallows into. I don't know what else to call them. Or you're going to have to pop a Zagustin to stop all bleeds within like 10 seconds or something of getting that chest wound. And I think that's the thing that Pestyli's talking about. If they tighten the screws to that aspect, are people just going to turn off to playing the game because they can't haul out gear in their gamma? They can't haul out highly vendored items in their gamma. It's just going to be for keys and meds.
You say Gamma. Imagine being a standard account player. You'd be
Imagine.
even more.
I mean, but
Couldn't
you
be
can
me.
always go to the newest thing. I mean, the Omicron is supposed to come. That's the newest, biggest container. So it's bigger than the Kappa. So.
Dreaming. I've asked
Dreaming.
Nikita so many times, when are they going to put a container in for the standard account players that's somewhere between the Epsilon and the Kappa? And every
Isn't
time he
5
responds,
mil.
but it's like he just, I don't know. It's apparently been in the game, like in the coding, in the meta, like in the data mining of
Yeah.
the coding. It's been in the game since Labs came out. We were searching Labs for it.
Yeah.
Imagine how rewarding it is to use a standard alpha container, and then when you do the quests, you unlock the epsilon and then the other one.
Yeah.
Like I had a gamma always. Next wipe, I think I'm going to go with the alpha because I want that thrill of the new container.
I
you know?
wish everyone
That's
just
right.
had that
Just
Gamma
sucks.
progression. I really
Yeah,
wish like
I
everyone
think
had
that's
that.
nice.
Because it's one of the most useful things in Tarkov. But if you pay
Yeah.
money, you don't get that grind experience.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with mine. I was keeping grenades in them and shit. And then I realized you could sell them the Ragman, and then I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I think it would have been really fun to have that kind of like, because like that same kind of like excitement I got when I finally got Kappa, like, ooh, I have all this new space. Like you could have had that several times, and I just need that dopamine rush, you know?
I mean, with stims and them adding the hideout, they should probably give standard account like just a beta from the beginning. I mean,
Yeah,
the game's
Alpha's
evolved
really
since the
small.
first- Yeah.
But that's okay. You got to prioritize. I don't mind that.
I think if people knew how to play the game or they had some guidance, you can actually get an Epsilon container way faster than you get a beta container. Way faster. It's, I think, 12 quests to get the Epsilon container. Like if you just did Prappa's
Punisher
quest.
line, is it?
Yep. If you just
Yeah.
did Prappa's quest line and did nothing else, it's 12 quests. But most people just like, they don't understand that. And they're like on a standard account and they're like, oh, what do I do? It's
Yeah.
half the reason why I started the raid series. It's just because people had no direction.
Some of the quests are like insane. Like, how would you know how to do? Like, are you like that little note in the train on customs? What the fuck? Like, who could find that? Who's the first person that found that? They're like, oh, there's a thing in customs you need. Firstly, who could find something like that?
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
was crazy.
It was so
So
hard.
that used to be somewhat bugged to the point where you would have to like crawl constantly at the wall and then have a flicker of the actual ability to loot it. So back in like 0.3 days, it was barely lootable. So I don't know how anyone found it back then.
Really? Like, you'd
some
have to memorize every pixel of the map.
Nikita was in Deadly Slobs and Cotton's chat just saying, because they were having trouble with the translations, obviously to English. And he's like, it's in that train in the corner. And I think Cotton stayed like 20 minutes looking at every single corner and Deadly found it.
Even if
Oh,
you
wow.
know where it is, it's hard to find. For God's sake, I looked it up online and still had trouble.
Same.
Not gonna lie, we all with it.
Obviously, you weren't
first
watching my
glitch was
guides.
Evil. So fucking evil.
They're like,
Thank God for Pest.
Yeah.
I think now they're a bit more descriptive because like the newer quests I'll read and it'll be like, hey, there's a red cart on a bridge. It's like, oh, that's easy. But
You know-
that train quest is probably like the worst one. I don't think it's a shit.
That new quest
And there's so many trains.
in Shoreline where you have to go and fuck, what do you call it? It's like the one where you got to get the thing from the like vase in or the vase in cottages, and then the other one's down by the pier, and it's on top of the wardrobe.
That's the new quest. Yeah,
The
that's
new
a
quest.
scimitar quest.
I ran around. I got the cottages one nice and quick. The one down by the pier, I had done like 4 full sweeps of that. And I was like, I'll just do one more, and then I'm heading up to the resort. I'm going to start looking at the resort. And I jumped on top of the desk, and I'm like, oh my God, it's on top of the wardrobe. And I'm like, you're joking. Like, if it,
Of
like
all places.
that was like a solid 20 minutes I spent looking for that. And I had a fairly solid idea that it would be down there just because of how the other quests had been working. But some people would be just like, what the fuck? Fuck this shit. I'm just
Right. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Absolutely. It's
So
once
you
you
know,
know it's fun, but like it's tough. Like, who could figure that out?
this
Holy
is the
crap.
other side of the quest too. The Tarkov Punisher tournament on Sunday is based off the old Tarkov, the Punisher Part 6 quest. So right now, what is it? It's like get SVD kills. The old one was you had to kill 25 bears in 3 hours.
3 hours.
It was easy.
No,
it
it
was
wasn't.
easy, and everyone's like, I can't do it. I did it in fucking 35 minutes. It was
Bullshit.
the easiest thing ever. I did. I think it was like
Bullshit.
40.
Bullshit.
I remember doing it so easily.
I feel like most people are USEX nowadays too. So
Yeah,
that
well,
wouldn't
Yeah,
help.
well, if you're Russia, like in EU servers, there's a lot more bears, and then NA, everyone's USEC, so it's like not that fair.
So yeah.
Oh, and I think I did it when they made it. Did they make it just both PMCs at one point?
They made it both.
I think they did. Yeah, okay, that's when I did it in 40 minutes.
When it was just bears, it was not easy because you couldn't find that many bears.
This was 1 hour.
No, it was
first time
3
was
hours.
1 hour.
It was 3
not
hours.
25 minutes. They
Because you
changed it
weren't
to
on
3
Russian servers, dude. There's no bears in America. You got to go Russia.
I was so intimidated by the last Mosin quest to kill 3 PMCs on woods.
It used to be 4.
Yeah. That's honestly, I did it second try. I think I got very lucky, but I was prepared to battle with that for months. Honestly.
That one's bad.
Yeah. That's a cool quest though.
My least favorite quest is the white armor on interchange and kill 30 scavs.
Decontamination
hard.
service. That and setup. I like the
Setup
idea
is the
behind
worst.
it, but setup. Oh my god.
Is setup the
It's
UN
so
armor?
late.
No,
What's
setup
setup?
is the Shunker hat with a scav vest on customs, and you got to get 133 or
Shotgun.
153 shotgun kills.
Oh.
Fuck
They're
that
better
quest.
now because of the shotgun changes, but that quest, it's
Right.
just brutal.
Look at this streamer, dude. What the?
I gotta do.
I don't like the
camera
dress
work,
up quests.
Oh, cool.
I really don't like any of the dress up quests. I'm not. I don't. If I wanted to play Clue, I'd play Clue. You know, I need you to get
I love
PMC
that.
kills
What's
while
Clue?
wearing a blue vest in the pantry. You know, like I don't know. I don't want that at all.
Oh, you
Well,
meant
like
Pluto.
actually the only those quests are surprisingly the only ones that make any sense in the lore of the game. Like,
Yeah,
it's
because
true.
like you are, it's not. Some of them are totally arbitrary, but the other ones where
Right.
it's like dress as a UN guy and go fuck up the scavs is this whole like false flag. Let's make it seem like these other factions are fighting. Like that makes sense and it's cool.
I get
and-
that one.
And what it does is it makes you. So some of them, depending on how they do it, they can be a little bit too restrictive. But saying like you can wear UN armor but use any gun you want, I think would be an improvement because, or maybe it's like use any gun that you buy from Peacekeeper, any of the NATO guns or something. Because again, like it makes sense, but then it still gives you some constraints, but then also some freedom. Yeah, I don't know. I like those.
So
quests.
tell me if I'm wrong about this. I think that they did those. They added them 2 wipes ago from what they used to be, because you could save up quests and double and triple up on them, right? You just have to get scav kills on customs. But then they made one, you got to get scav kills on customs with a 74U, and you also got to get scav kills on customs with an M4, and you got to get scav kills on customs, while playing dress up, right?
None of those make sense. Well, yeah, none of those make sense.
Right. But I think the reason they did it was to keep people from piggybacking quests and to knock out 3-4 of them at a time. So you have them with specific gear to stop people from knocking out 2-3 quests at once. So that's why I think the purpose, I could be totally way off base on this.
No,
I
don't
believe
think-
the
I
purpose
think
of it
you're
was
wrong.
to stop people from doing that. You think I'm wrong or right?
I think they don't think that far into it.
They don't. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, fair.
You're overthinking it. They would just be like, this would be a cool quest.
They make a bunch of quests. I guarantee they put them in a hat and then they just like pull them out randomly and they put them in
They
the
were already
tree
quests.
randomly.
They were
But, I mean,
already
a lot
quests.
of-
It happened right at the same time when they were all talking about slowing down the progression. That's what the whole slow down the progression talk was about when that stuff changed with all the dress up quests.
Yeah, but that was just to add a bunch of filler. They basically said let's take a quest and make it Mad Libs. Kill X, insert person group here with insert gun here, wearing insert armor here. The problem with those quests is that by the time you unlock them, you've gotten to level 30 or level 40 or late level 20 and you just got level 3 traders, and now it's like great, cool, now you can only use the Mosin and a bunch of armor that you were just so glad to level out of. So they all need to be brought to the beginning.
Yeah. That
Agreed.
being said, though, it is really fun when you do find quests that synergize well. Like I found that like really kind of engaging and fun. Like they may be random or whatever, but like preparing my PMC to do 3 quests at once or whatever, I thought was cool. Like so
Yeah.
you can like bring like a Mosin while you're wearing like the Untar armor, you bring like a Mosin offhand, and then like whatever it is. I thought that was like the more like I loved knocking out several quests in one raid.
Do you think so? If they moved all those dress up tasks to the start and had them alongside earlier tasks, that would make them better, right? Because then it's when you're actually like, if you are just unlocked Untar and now you have to do Untar quests, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
Instead of
And
like,
why are you wearing Pack at like level 30? Like at level 30, he should be like, "Hey, you've done so much for me. Here's a fort. Go kill scavs." Not a
No, it's not
fucking
even
P.A.K.A..
that. It's not even that. He says you need to go not wear armor. You're not allowed to wear armor. Hey, cool. You just got level fucking 3 Ragman or whatever. Sick. First thing you have to do. You can't use any of the shit you just unlocked, by the way.
Can we talk about what a psycho Jaeger is?
I love Jaeger. Don't you
Jaeger
fuck
is
that up.
Jaeger is Pestle. Sorry, not Pestily. Jaeger is Nikita. Jaeger is Nikita. He's just like, all right, how can I manifest myself in this game?
so Nikita
evil.
explains Jaeger as he wanted the quest to be more of like an achievement kind of baseline quest line, where it's like you don't have to do them, but if you do, they feel like an achievement to complete. But some of them so stupid, like go dehydrate in 4 minutes and then
Sit in the bush for 5 minutes after drinking mayonnaise, and all right, you've qualified yourself here. Good job.
He's so specific. And
It's ways for them to test systems. They're like, let's go and implement this new dehydration system. How are we going to get people to test it? Well, just make the requirements of our QA test that would normally be like a check to pass to make it a quest for people. It's not necessarily because it's good quest design.
I think you're thinking too far into it again, Veritas. They're literally like, what's a good quest?
What's
No,
hard?
think about it.
Some of them are directly related to the changes that they make, like Al said earlier. But
How many
I
times
think
have
that you need to be able to
seen-
craft. Sorry, Sigma.
I was just gonna say, how many times have you seen somebody dehydrate their first time and not realize what's happening? They're like, "What's happening, me chat? What's going on?" Like, there's some of these quests where, like, I didn't even know how to use flashbangs. Man, that thing was super stupid the first time I did it. But after I was done with it, I was like, "Damn, I know how to use these now." So some of them, I just had to go in with the mindset of like, I'm going to learn something here. That way, no matter what situation's thrown at me, I know how to use some stupid gun or what this horrible armor is gonna do and not do, or I found flashbangs, I can use them to my advantage. So
that's accidental, though. It's not because of like foresight and design, right? Because think about the dehydration mechanic. It doesn't teach you how to survive dehydration. It teaches you how to eat a bunch of shit that instantly dehydrates you, hide for 35 seconds in factory, and then extract before dehydration becomes relevant, right? So if you wanted to design something that actually made it so that you would learn dehydration, you'd want somebody to survive longer in a raid with stuff that they found in raid. You know, like there's all kinds of weird things that you would do. I don't know.
Like, don't get dehydrated as a quest. Stay above 50.
Yeah,
I think we
stay
should
in a
have to,
raid
like-
for 45 minutes and don't dehydrate.
Boom.
There
I think you should have to, like, for gunsmith quests, you should have to either get a PMC kill or just a scav. Get a kill, scav or PMC with each of one of the guns instead of just build a gun, give it to him.
I think there should be one inspired by what happened today, Pestily, where you have to eat a certain amount of in-raid calories. The Matt Stoney challenge or something like that.
Carbo
That'd be
loading
fun.
quest.
Yeah, just
Gross.
shove
I-
food in your face.
Aqua's chat was
So
mad
hard
at him
getting a
because
headshot.
it was low energy.
Pestily is a feeder. He made me eat everything in the raid in front of him, and he just looked at me and watched.
God, it is
Yeah. This is a thrill, honestly. As
I love that most of the food in the game kills you. Like you're actively killing yourself by eating food if it's not the right type. I love that.
Fish is the only helpful food in Tarkov. Everything else hurts you.
So in the past, food had no negative effects though, like at all. If I remember right, most food gave hydration and food. Yes. So some food will dehydrate you. Other like drink.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think drinks have any negative effects, but maybe I don't know. Maybe
Thank goodness.
hot rod should.
Because the mayo, that's the key to the dehydration. You just slam a jar of mayo in a bush, and then that's how everyone does it. I
Then
feel like.
wait.
yeah, that's literally what happens.
I actually
Yeah.
like that idea where Veritas said instead of actually being dehydrated for 5 minutes, it should be the other way around. You should have to go into a raid for 40 minutes and not dehydrate.
Like
Like,
right at the beginning when you don't have your metabolism up and everything.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the quest is backwards. It should be the other way around. Why would you get why would you want to be forced dehydrated? Like, if someone told me, all right, we need you to go, I can not drink water for a week and get dehydrated and, piss like orange piss.
What do you even get for doing Jaeger's quests? Because it's like
He's
what's
actually got
that?
pretty good rewards now. So there's a lot of flash drive, SSDs, VPXs, Vertexes, all those stuff are from Jaeger. So
You should
when
make
you
it a K.
Well, when you're trying to get the Peacekeeper and Mechanic quest done to hand those in, it's actually not too bad. Also, you need level 3 Jaeger to make it a sick case. He's actually got some cool stuff behind him. And a lot of intel folders for quests as well. Flash drives, I think I said that.
Case,
The thing that they need to do when they design a quest is look at it from basically like 3 angles. How can this make sense in the lore of the game? How can this make sense from a mechanics and progression and teaching standpoint? And how can it make sense in the motivations of whoever's asking you to do the thing? Why would anybody care about half of the shit that they make you do? You need to kill this particular type of hobo with a very specific type of gun. It just makes no sense whatsoever. But making it, so that you have to use a particular type of uniform pretending to be someone else, maybe killing someone on a specific map at a given time, that actually kind of makes sense, and they explain the motivations behind it, and it lets you use different gear at different times.
The problem with everything you just said is you explained that to Battlestate Games, and they didn't get it. Like, they fucked so many quests when you told them that, and it makes perfect sense to me.
Well, I mean, yeah, neither clearly just Twitch chat either. They all think that what I'm saying is nonsense, I guess. So maybe I'm wrong. I guess maybe they shouldn't make sense for learning the game or
should they be
players playing it.
A challenge, like a fun challenge, instead of just being tedious. I think that it needs to be a balance, doesn't it?
Look at Mechanic's gunsmith quest line. That isn't fun at all. It's so
Reading
specific.
Wikipedia.
I love the gunsmith quests. I love building the guns in this game.
God,
But don't you
I
think
love it.
is
Don't you
Mechanic?
think it would be 100,000 times better if they gave you requirements that didn't make it so that there was one magical combination that you had to go on the
Yes.
wiki? But if they said you need to build this type of rifle with these stat ranges, and like that right there makes it so that you have to double click and like look at the ergo and and you can design something that you like and you're going to use, or whatever, not just build the picture from the wiki and sell it to the guy.
I
That's what I
agree
was-
with you, V, but here's the thing. Here's the caveat. I don't like that certain things are hidden behind the quest that you have to actually finish in order to unlock the items you need to finish the quest.
It's to make you try and find it.
I need you to find this thing.
Then
It's so
spawn
important
them
that,
more.
No, it's so important that you find these things so that as soon as you give to me the coveted grip, I'll open up my cabinet and I have a fucking wall of giant grips of the same thing that was so rare that you had to get
Yeah.
it for me.
And you had to go find it in like the skeletonized grip was 500k, and Ultimac for the M1A was like 500k. It was better than keys. Like, you need to make those things somewhat plentiful in raid if you're going to require them and lock them behind the quest that we have to provide them to finish to be able to buy them. So like,
So if they
Okay.
made it ranges, it makes them infinitely better because it gives some
I agree.
agency to the players and makes it so that it's not some random thing like you got to look for boxes for the 6-inch, handguard from whatever company. Like,
CASV or whatever. Yeah.
So
it's got to be OD green, otherwise,
I still think we should have to get a kill with each one of them. Like, at least, like you said, for testing and for learning possibilities and using all the different guns and things in the game instead of always running best in slot meta.
That would be awesome.
Make this M5 or MP5, go into a raid, get a kill. Scav, PMC, don't care. You need to get one kill with this gun that must fit these ranges. I think would improve Gunsmith by like leaps and bounds.
That would
Oh,
be
and
cool.
extract
Cool.
and
That would
extract
be
with
cool.
it.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Confirmed
He wants
kill
the
gun.
gun. He wants the gun.
Yeah,
he wants
and then you gotta put a notch on it, and then you gotta turn it in.
It's just
I-
too
Still think-
specific. It should be a bigger range of what's acceptable. Mechanic is such a stickler. I hate that. and how, God help you if you try and hold him one that isn't folded or hand him one that isn't folded.
So I had proposed when on this topic of the quest being overly specific, like Shooter Born in Heaven, if you actually read like the flavor text, it basically says, I need you to prove that you can use specific guns in specific cases, like use the right tool for the job, and then basically says, now do this one specific thing 17 times on a bunch of different maps that doesn't make any sense. A way to improve that instantly were to be combine it kind of philosophically with Gunsmith and say, imagine if you had to kill Killa with an assault rifle that had less than X recoil, and kill Sturman with a DMR with less than something ergonomics, or maybe like a 12X. So it's basically saying you have to go to this map and kill this person with a gun with some sort of requirements that lets it so that everybody is going to do it potentially differently. And it actually makes sense in the lore of the game because it's saying, prove that you can kill these people who are badasses with a tool that you've built and designed that meets the requirements. And like imagine killing Killa within a super high ergo SMG.
You know what would be neat?
Spamming his legs and stuff. It's just like a different strategy with different gear. I just think it's like that's an example of taking the same quest and making it better in literally every way.
What would be cool, in my opinion, is if like there were like extra bonus like line items you could accomplish per quest. So like the quest is like kill Killa, but bonus like reward loot if you're able to do it with a certain gun. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be neat. Like a little incentive to do something.
They have optional things, but you don't get anything for them, right?
Yeah, you should get like some swag night vision or some shit or whatever, you know, for like kill Sturman, but do it with a bolt action weapon instead of, you know, SVD or whatever. Like, and you just get like a cool, like little perk there. I think that would be really fun. Yeah.
Maybe the gunsmith task could have that as the bonus. So you actually hand in the gun, or go on a raid, get a confirmed kill with it, and you get a bonus Bitcoin or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. That actually doesn't sound as bad. But the thing about the gunsmith, going back to that, I don't know if I missed anything else, but the thing about the gunsmith stuff is this the very first time I did them, I enjoyed making them. Everything after that was just up on the wiki. And in the hardcore challenges where I have to find the parts, the gunsmith tasks are really enjoyable. When I have to find them or barter trade for the items, the actual parts, it's actually really enjoyable to do it. Because it feels like you achieved the actual gun. Like I found the, you know, this gun that I needed, but or this part that I needed. But
would you lose that excitement if it was less specific? If it was you have to build a 37 ergo 89 recoil AR. You could still, every time you found like a grip, you'd be like, sick, this is awesome, you know, like, because you can use it.
So the MP5 used to be able to do it with just the MP5, not the SD. Now you have to do it with the SD, so it's shit. But in the past, I used to be able to go to labs and get the MP5 from labs and with the lug, threaded lug, and you could put like the Osprey suppressor on it, and you could actually build the actual gun and hand it in. But now it's stuck to the MP5 SD, so it ruins it. You are right. It would be better with a slightly wider range. And I don't think it would detract from it at all. If anything, it would enhance it. But yeah, at the moment, it's just, I just go to the wiki page. Even in my videos, I say, just go to the wiki page. Don't waste your time watching this video.
But hey, we can just brush it all off and say they're just placeholders. So
it's like the train car thing. It's like impossible without the wiki. You have to be a scientist. You have to be a gun engineer, and like the average gamer is not a gun engineer. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not the case.
How much you play the game, if you look at gunsmiths, you could not do it without a wiki.
Just become a Unity dev. Come on, I mean it's easy.
Yeah.
What is a gungineer?
Gungineer.
What? I don't know, dude. I don't even know if that's a real thing. Just assuming. A gun mechanic. I don't know.
Gunsmith.
Yes, that's it. I am not.
I think they're called the Gunsmith Quest, aren't they?
We've come full circle. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna.
I feel like if you put from playing Tarkov, if you put a bunch of these things in front of me now, I would know what they are. Like. Before I was like, I watch movies, I know what a gun is, but now I'm like like a gun guy. Like,
but could you disassemble a Glock?
I don't know, maybe, probably.
Like you watched the John Wick.
If you've never seen it, if
Maybe
you've never seen a Glock get disassembled before, and I put one in front of you, and you were able to disassemble it in less than half an hour, I'd be fucking amazed.
Is it like a puzzle? Like I'm pretty good at puzzles.
It's not that hard.
It's not hard. It's just completely not anything. It's not like anything else.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a gun simulator where you're like got the hands and you're like trying to pick it up and then you're like.
I'm not saying it should be. I just think that'd be a funny challenge of like put this thing and you there's like one switch and a trigger. You're like, what the fuck do I do? And the way that you have to hold it and whatever, it's just so.
I'd probably just honestly play with it, shoot myself in the face, and like by accident.
That spring as soon as the X was sliding. It's gone. Well,
yeah, no, I don't do that shit. But like, I know more now for sure.
I always like watching movies and then looking at how guns actually operate in a movie and then how they represent if it would be like that in real life. And I love it in I think the third John Wick where he gets the slugs. And he's like, they got armor. I need slugs. And he gets slugs and he starts fucking wailing at people. And I'm like, Why doesn't Tarkov have slugs just destroy people? That's what I want. I want like full gore animations of shooting someone in the head when they're wearing an Alton, and I shoot them in the head with a slug, and their head snaps off their neck, and it just goes tumbling away, and I'm like,
Goodness.
I always find it hilarious that in Tarkov, if you don't examine a gun and know everything about it, you can't shoot it.
Oh, I love that.
Like I'm a private military contractor locked behind enemy lines by myself, and oh look, there's a gun on the ground. I'm gonna pick it up.
You see
I don't know what to do with this.
you see a vase for the first time.
Yeah. What is this? You know it's a vase?
For a significant amount of time to figure out what this is.
have you seen the
But the
clip?
gun is even worse. Like, if you know how to shoot one gun, you can shoot other guns. Like, I don't need to identify exactly what gun it is. What is it? It's a gun. Pick it up and shoot it at the bad guy.
Have
What
you
is
seen
that?
XQC's
A light
clip?
bulb?
Yeah.
No.
This looks like a
SQC's
military
one
cable.
is like, Oh my
XQC's in
God.
factory, and he's like, kills a scav, and there's another scav coming, but he's out of ammo. And he goes to pick up the gun off the scav that he killed, but he couldn't loot it because it wasn't examined, and he's just lost it. He's like, it's a fucking gun! Pick it up and shoot him!
Exactly.
Oh
As
my
if
God.
the PMC's never played a video game before or whatever, you know?
Oh, I think that was the only time he ever played Tarkov too. That one clip.
The one and only time.
That was
thumbs
it.
up everything.
He gave it.
You
He
gotta
gave
be
it one
patient.
factory raid.
You got to be patient to get into Tarkov.
Yeah.
You got to want it, you know?
You gotta want to dig.
It's
Tarkov
like
he
requires
played that
digging.
as well, didn't he?
it's
He
it's
played
really
that.
an MMO, Tarkov. Like like MMOs are there's a learning curve, you know? You're
Mediumly massive online.
yeah.
No, mediumly multiplayer. No, wait. Medium sized.
There's
multiplayer.
quests. There's like a lot of items. You wear armor, you improve your character as you go, you level up. Like, you know, it's not like other shooters, is what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot. You collect things. You level up your hideout gives you like stat bonuses and shit.
You got
Like most
progression.
shooting games don't have that, you know? Or maybe they do. Maybe I'm making this all up.
There's definitely a different feel to
Whatever.
Tarkov over every other looter shooter, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
was
street's
wondering
gonna
if,
have 40 people.
Apparently. Apparently.
Like
I'm
12
excited for
FPS for all of us.
No,
Is-
9.
9. Cool.
What if Streets had 40 PMCs and no scavs?
Could work.
No player scouts either.
No play scavs, just no scavs at all.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question.
You don't
Is
have to
the
raise your hand to ask a question.
Well, is the plan eventually? I know I was just, but is the plan eventually to connect all the maps?
Yes.
That is the goal, right?
That's the end game.
So like your hideout, you physically have to walk there and like, you know, unload your stuff. Like, oh, you would just find like light bulbs or like wires out in the environment. You're like, oh, I got to bring this back to my hideout. And you bring it back and you're like, oh, fuck, but I'm hungry along the way. And then you're like, oh, I got to find some food because you can't just go in and out so quick. You're like living there. It's going to be so much more of a survival game.
I
And then
have a
if there's
feeling.
work on top of it, you could be like, hey, I just really need some food. Please don't kill me. And then they shoot you in the face anyway, like every other game.
I think it's
I
gonna be a
don't
little
want
bit
it
like
to be like
Division.
that.
Would you
So,
like that?
No,
No?
I like it the way it is.
It's meant to be instant space until you get to the end game, and the end game's going to be open world. And I think the open world's going to be still instant space, but you'll be connecting to each map. So you go to an extract, say road to customs, and that will take you to customs. And then in each map, there'll be probably a spot or two that you can go to your hideout. I don't know for sure, but that's the way I can see it working.
Yeah.
And I
The exfil-
believe when Streets comes out, we will actually have to start going to connected maps. So when you go to, if you finish a raid in Streets or you die in Streets, you'll only be able to go to like 3 or 4 maps around that map and go to the next one. You won't be able to just go, well, I'm going to cross the labs now, or across like randomly.
Aren't traders going to be map specific too?
I don't know.
Peacekeeper will be on shoreline, and
Where do you
Labs
get
is
to?
going to be Streets locked, right? You have to run through Streets to get into Labs,
Correct. And then back out of Streets.
and then back out of Streets.
Where do you start? Like, do you have a? So if you need to go to customs, then you need to go to like Streets and 4 maps in every time. Like if you die on your way to customs, you need to go start back at Streets.
Nikita said, every quest right now is a side quest, and the main quest will take you through Tarkov, and the rest are side quests.
The only thing I know for certain is Terminal is the map to escape from Tarkov.
We're actually going to escape?
I've been trying to get out.
You got to go through
Around and come
security.
right back in.
Take your shoes off. They got to pat you down. It's the end game boss.
Yeah.
You got to make a
Go to
phone
the metal
call.
detector.
Make a phone
Throw out
call.
all your
Shit.
bottles of water and pineapple juice.
No, you got to take your HK, your fort armor, and all your grenades through the TSA.
Yeah.
That's how you can escape.
And they're going to make you throw out your pineapple juice before you go through security because you can't bring any inside.
Bend over and take
You have a
your
water
sip.
bottle? Forget it.
Nope. Can't bring that.
Buy another one on the inside.
Shampoo? No. Throw that out. That goes in this bin.
Gamma search. Oh no, not a gamma search. Don't put your hand in there. Not my gamma.
My sick case. I swear I don't have any bitcoins.
Sir, have you been in possession of this gamma the entire time since you packed it?
I don't know how that got in there.
It ain't mine.
What is this? What is this SJ6 that we see in here? Sir, I don't know. Aqua's going to have all the drugs in his gamma when he tries to go through terminal.
I keep tons of drugs in there.
That's
It's
my
great.
favorite green one.
Yeah, that green one. Let me tell you, that thing is a-okay. That's a good thing.
So that's how Euro's gonna be used.
He kind of leaked information when I said for the people that don't want to do tasks but want to increase their trader rep, could there just be like you pay 10 million rubles for like 1 trader rep or some shit? I don't know. And he goes, oh, I kind of have a plan to make it. You have to have a large amount of money to escape from Tarkov, so I can't really have that as the same thing. And I'm like, he said you're on a podcast, and I was like, so you have to pay to escape from Tarkov? And he's like, yes. I'm like, how much?
So money does matter.
Money will matter, yeah.
It's the only thing that's ever mattered.
Money.
What happens when you escape?
You come back.
You spawn on the shoreline.
You're finally awake.
You wake up on the shores, and you're
It
like,
was all just a bad dream.
Your boat will
you're on
crash, and you'll just like wash
A
up on
wooden
the
cart,
shore.
tied up.
It's going to be like the end of Lost. You're just going to be in a church somewhere. Everyone's going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
You just show up in Hoboken, New Jersey, like, you can't, and nobody will hire. Nobody will hire you, and that's the
Wow.
fucking sad truth.
You wake
That's too real.
Yeah,
You
that's
wake up on the beach and bust the rock.
You wake up in Skyrim. Oh my god, imagine that. Just that. Oh, Euro.
I just said that.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It just hit me. Ugh.
I think that it would be really interesting if like quests. You can sort of make a Tarkov like a dating sim, right? Where you choose prep war, and now therapist is like, fuck you, you didn't give me the folder, like we're not doing business anymore. Like, and now all of a sudden you've like cut off trading, or maybe it's for a period of time or whatever. Like, I think, having some actual choices and decision making mean something could be cool. Not necessarily closing off traders, but I don't know.
I actually brought that up a long time ago, where I said there should be like the 3 factions of the Scavs, the UN, and the cultists, and depending on which one you killed, you went up and down in rep, to the point where you could actually buy better items from having a higher rep from one, and some of them wouldn't even attack you if you got to like friendly status. Like, they wouldn't help you, but they wouldn't attack you. And I thought that would be a really cool concept, but I don't know. It kind of got shut down by a lot of people. But I actually think the same thing with the traders as well. There should be more quests to say, hey, you'll be more favorable with Peacekeeper, but you're going to get pissed off Jaeger to the point where you're not going to be able to buy level 3 and 4 items off him, but you'll have max Peacekeeper. And then that way people have choice. Like, do I want the cool M4 best in slot meta gear versus the, I don't know, being able to buy SIG cases or whatever. Kind of similar to what WoW does, really.
Yes.
I want Tarkov to use real money.
RMT.
Yeah,
Just RMT,
I genuinely like. I was thinking about a game. Like the next leap for gaming would be introduce real money into it. I think that's illegal, but
It's not illegal.
What do you mean? Tons of games do that. Pay to
really?
win. Yeah.
No. I mean, like if I stole an M4, I'm getting like $50 IRL. I think it would become a lot
Diablo
harder then.
2.
It's called RMT.
Diablo did it, but in Tarkov, like I wanna be making money when I play Tarkov.
So
Like I know I'm a streamer, but like if I wasn't a streamer, I wanna.
Anton wants
know.
to mine actual Bitcoin.
I want
in
to
his
play a
hideout.
game. And
Just
it'd
play
be like a job.
CS:GO open boxes all day long, and you'll
Yeah.
make all the money, bud.
your chat will
Diablo
pay
3.
you to open boxes.
You know,
and then-
I think you guys are making fun of me, but I
We're
think
not.
this is great.
so
You know,
Farming
do you know
gold,
how many
wow.
hundreds of thousands of dollars content creators have made from just opening, like effectively gambling in front of children, in like opening boxes and
Yeah, but that doesn't take skill.
on the-
I want
on the-
skill to equal money.
Oh,
Or,
okay.
like getting kills. You know what I mean? Like
Then
instead
it
of Tarkov money, just make it real money somehow.
What a thrill.
Anton,
What?
next stream, go to the CS:GO category and just say we're opening loot boxes today, and then people will just donate to you to open more loot boxes.
Do I have to open the boxes?
Yeah, it's because you want that factory new stat tracking knife.
I don't know. Can you play poker on Twitch? I don't think you.
You can,
Yes, you can.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
There's a section for
unless
it.
you're
Or
from
is it like-
Australia.
it's like
There's
illegal in
bigger
California,
sections
though.
than fucking TFT, right? You know this.
But I think it's illegal in the U.S.
It's
Depends
legal.
on what state you're in.
Yeah, I don't think I can in California. I mean, Alaska. Maybe I can.
Is there something you want to tell us, Aqua?
No. I am
What?
quite interested in gambling. I was just thinking.
Oh,
about
so golf.
Oh no.
I love blackjack. I love casinos.
Do you like PGA 2K21 by any chance?
I have opened an embarrassing amount of CS:GO cases. I'll just say that,
No.
and never got a knife.
Okay.
I wanted to earn my knife. I wanted to
I'm totally getting the new golf game.
prize.
Will you play with me, Elf?
Don't
Yeah, we can
change
play
it
for
from
skins.
easy.
I said
I don't
Elf.
Oh
care
yeah, I
what-
gotta snag that golf game.
We're not playing for skins?
Don't let Pestily make you turn it off easy mode. Easy mode is fun mode. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's just I'd rather golf.
What level do I have to play on to play golf?
Slash and I last played on Pro, but that's what the competitive like esports PGA golf players play on. But Pro Amateur is pretty fun. I'd be happy to go back to Pro Am.
Why are you guys playing golf?
It's just a fun game to have good banter like this, but we're actually playing a game at the same time.
What is the game called?
PGA 2K21.
Steam?
All right.
Mhm.
I don't know how
for Anton.
I don't know how you two do it, but rock paper scissors for a copy. I've got a code right now. I can give you.
Wait, what?
You guys do rock
He's got a
paper
three
scissors, and I'll give you a
Okay,
code
so
right
on
now.
3 or on go? Like 1, 2, 3 or 1,
You
2,
guys
3,
work
go?
out.
Go.
Okay. 1,
One.
2, 3, go.
Fuck.
Yes.
Wait,
Out.
2 out of 3.
You-
Doing it again?
That's the standard.
2 out of 3.
Okay, fine. All right. This is gonna be
If
like
you lose the
Bill and
first one,
Ted's.
it's totally standard.
It's gonna be
Oh,
like
one
Bill and
and
Ted's
done.
bogus journey. 4 out of 7. Damn right.
I've never
Ready?
seen that done. All right, yeah, ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
You guys were way out of sync.
Oh my god, I
He
got
still lost.
executed right there. Horrible.
Rip.
Good game. Shake,
GG's.
shake hand.
Exit camp, like made it.
Good game.
I was literally about to send it in the Discord right then, and I forgot I'm streaming, and everyone would have saw the code. Let me find the code.
Damn it. This is why I never got a knife in CSGO.
No, give it to Aqua. I gift my code to
it's okay.
Aqua.
Take it. No. That's okay. I'll get it later. You won. Fair and square. Bask in your victory and
3 out of 5.
enjoy
yes.
that
4
swing.
to 7. Damn right.
Golf. Yeah.
Damn right.
Damn right. Yeah, wait, what's that from?
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh
They
yeah.
were playing.
Death.
They were playing like checkers against death. They beat them
yeah.
the first one. 2 out of 3. They beat
Damn
him again.
right.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
They beat him again.
Have
4
you
to
seen
7.
the new
Damn
one?
right.
Anybody? The new one, Bill and Ted?
Not yet.
I almost watched it last night and then I watched Gladiator instead.
There's a new one
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
with Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And the other
okay.
guy.
So guys, thanks for being on the
Keanu Reeves
podcast
guy,
tonight.
yeah.
Thanks for being on the podcast. I've got to head off. But it was nice having everyone here. So
Yeah.
Thanks
Thanks
for having
for
me. Really
having
appreciate
me.
it.
I've got to.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet all you guys.
I've got to
Yeah, nice
move
to
it
enjoy.
away.
finally chat with you, gentlemen.
I was
Yeah.
joking. I was joking. We don't have to finish up yet. We've got 10 more minutes.
Oh.
Fucking wanker.
Fucking wanker.
Fuck you,
Why?
bro.
Because we talked about Bill and Ted.
Yeah, I want to go watch it
Then-
now, but it's already past midnight. So I'm not gonna do
I
that
see.
tonight.
Uh,
Someone in
Love-
chat wants to know about our
being
views on
team.
mounted guns in Tarkov and if they're just for the memes or if they need nerfs or buffs.
I actually like them. I like them. I don't feel
Stationary.
like they need to have any changes done to them.
You're pretty vulnerable when you're using them.
I really like the ones on reserve, the AGLs, where I know the spots to shoot people inside the drop down room. I know where to aim to shoot the people inside. I know King, whatever you call it. I actually really like them. I haven't used the customs one at all. 5.8 meters is like the dorms if you want to shoot the dorms with the AGL.
Every time
What
I've
about the
used one-
handheld GLs?
Ugh.
I haven't seen a single one.
The new one on customs in the new area on the construction site, never use that. Never. Promise me, all of you.
Why?
What, the one on the
Because
Alamo?
I've tried the one on the in the middle construction building.
Yeah, the
Every
Alamo.
time I've used one, I'm not kidding. Every time I've tried to use that gun, someone appears behind me, and when I'm like locked onto it, they just shoot me in the back and murder me. It seriously happened 3 times. It's unbelievable. Don't use it. It spawns a bad person behind you and they kill you.
What's so with the GL
I'm warning you. That's all.
right. The GL40, everyone seems to there's like a very big divide on this one. I don't run into it. Maybe it's only labs that you see it. There's like 4
I've seen it in a single
4
thumbnail.
times.
I've never actually seen it in the game.
I think yeah, but you've barely played.
Reserve.
That
last
is bullshit.
They don't
I
have
mean,
GLs in
I
Valorant.
play it 3 or 4 hours a day, which is still more than half the people say they possibly have time for in Twitch chat. So you can't say I
I've
don't
never
play.
killed a guy for a GL. I've died to them on labs, but I have never looted one. I've
I've-
died maybe 3 times to it.
I've
I
looted
killed
2
one-
and I've died to it twice.
I've killed somebody twice and I've died to it twice.
I haven't died to it once.
But how many
Well,
times you seen it,
Now
Ghost?
you're screwed.
I've seen it once, and it was another streamer, and he didn't manage to kill me because I said, "Fuck that, boy." I ran.
I had the most magical moment with the GL the day it came out. It made it all worth it for me. I literally I was on Shoreline. I spent all my money on buying one on the flea market, and I just like the heavens opened up, and I was up on this hill, and there was just a little hatchling running down the street, down in a valley below me, and I just lobbed one, and it landed boom right on him. It was just like a little poof, and he was just gone. It was great.
They're
It was
like
a lot of fun.
100% accurate if you put the M-bus irons on it. as opposed to like the lasers to aim it. If you aim the lasers, it lands like 6 feet below where the laser dot is. But if you put the iron sights on it, it hits exactly where you're
Or the
looking
PK,
down the sights.
the PK too.
Does it the same thing?
I don't know. I'm
Because
asking you.
I mean, yeah, not the EOTech and the PK. I was testing it in the hideout, and the sights aren't as good as the irons. But like
We're
the
talking
irons,
about
it
the
hits
grenade
exactly on the
launcher,
wall.
right?
The GL, yeah,
Yeah, just making sure.
yes, like it'll hit exactly where you go with irons. But I had like a
Yeah.
laser on each side, and if I aimed it at the head all the way at the end of the hull, it would land on the floor. Like it dips if you use the lasers to hip fire, but if you're ADS with irons, it hits exactly where you're aiming. It's dead on balls accurate.
Yeah, it just also kind of flies where you'd think it would. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You can
Mhm.
eyeball it really well. Like I did that on that guy. He was pretty far out, and I just it was very intuitive. Like it was my first time really shooting it. I just dropped it right on him. It was fun. It was a thrill.
It's definitely a fun weapon to use, but
Yeah.
like
Do you think it
it
needs to
costs
be
as much
changed
as
at
an
all?
M4. I mean, if everybody had them, sure, but like there's such a massive blast radius that like if somebody shoots you within like 20 meters, they're gonna die too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a one-click kill button, but also they're gonna kill themselves if it's close range, so just push them.
I got killed in dorms by one the other day.
I got killed in dorms.
It was
once.
not fair. It was like so much. It's just like you can't plan for it, or like with a grenade, like you can hear it, but this was just like,
Open
Bunk
door, you're
dead.
dead.
well, sometimes you
dead.
can. You're supposed to be able to, but this was just my life was snatched so quickly. And
You're so young.
yeah, it was unpleasant.
I mean, for me, it feels like the first time with the thermals as well. Everyone was bitching about the thermals, but it cost a fuck ton. Everyone, the guys that had a lot of money is the only guys that ran it. And the people that were also afraid to use it never fucking ran it because they're like, I've got one. It costs like $1 million. Let me keep it in my stash until it wipes.
Do you
Pretty
think
much.
Yeah.
they could it would be better if they slightly increased the price?
Do you think the price matters?
I
Like
don't know.
the people that use it just like ammo. The people that use it can spend 2,000 rubles around on 995, and it doesn't matter. When you make it expensive, you're effectively pricing
so
anyone who's casual or broke or whatever out of it, aren't you?
Honestly, Veritas, the hardest thing for me to understand is I don't know why people are complaining about it. I don't have enough sample size of people's complaints. Like people
the
say,
same thing that happened with me with thermals. Remember, I was the one saying I don't know why anybody's complaining. I wasn't saying it wasn't an issue. It just I never ran into it, and there's no way that you couldn't know that you got killed by thermals.
No, but the point
But
I'm
you
trying to
can
say
know
is,
that you got killed by a grenade launcher.
like,
How
obviously,
often are people getting killed by them? It's really not all that common.
is it the fact
Not
that
yet.
they
Look at
never had a
Twitch chat. I
chance?
don't know. They
Labs.
seem to say it's a problem.
Is it? No, but like this is the thing. Like, there's so many people that are out there saying this is a problem. And there's just as many people saying it's not. I just want to understand: is it the fact that there was just no chance for you to fight back in it? Was it the fact that
Yeah.
it wasn't an enjoyable fight? Like, what is the actual
Well, there's
issue?
no fight, and the dude's usually naked. It's like the new Mosin. They're running into labs. They're naked. All they have is a grenade launcher. I don't know how much time you guys spend in other people's channels, like especially labs runners, but it's a little silly. You're gonna
I just go
constantly
into-
find somebody naked with a grenade launcher.
I've been trying to do the guide, and I start with labs every time. So I've been basically playing labs a shit ton lately, and I don't know, like maybe it's just the servers I'm on or what, but I've never even seen the item in the game. I haven't even gone to like the flea market to even look at it.
When I say it's
So
the
it's
new
just
Mosin,
living in
it's
labs,
like,
basically.
it is, yeah. But when I say it's the new
Some
Mosin, it's like when
people's
the
labs?
when the Mosin came out and we all got mad because it was just a naked dude running around with a freaking Mosin. Yeah. But
Well-
it might be expensive, but when you compare it to most of us that go in there with 500K on our back, ready to have a fight, and this guy runs in with 250K, it's still
And one tap too, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because the lab's walls, and I mean the 2 to 3
Mhm.
meter shell is just insta tap. I mean, there's like a small margin that you're gonna or get a direct hit, or the blast rate is just gonna fucking instantly clap you. And that's
It's labs
pretty
is
much
perfect for it. It's the
Yeah,
ideal
exactly.
map for it. Yeah.
But I
Labs
don't
and
see them
factory are the
on
two
maps.
perfect maps.
Yeah.
There's just
But-
there's no upside to bringing it into factory. There's upside to killing all the PMCs in labs.
Yes.
I wonder if having like 5 of them on labs would be fun. Like he's going with a
5-man
group.
GL raids. Oh my god, that would be
We're doing it
amazing.
tomorrow. We're doing it tomorrow. I'll buy
I
them.
want in on that. That sounds amazing.
We're gonna be the new. We're gonna be the new Rats of Labs with just five
Just be
GLs.
bullies. Just make people cry. I want
Someone
to.
comes around the corners.
Funk, 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 funk.
But I wanted to ask now, and I mean everyone in the chat, the GP40 is next. So the AK grenade launcher and the Sky Owl's independent system is going to be able to put on other guns. So it's going to be more accessible to all the other guns.
I don't know.
It's going to be a problem then.
You gonna bring in a $1 million ruble gun at that point?
Fuck yeah, I will. Just for the looks, I'll run it just with the grenade launcher without
Just
any
for the
shells.
memes.
So the weird thing about Tarkov is if you go in as a squad, even if you die, you don't lose your gear. Like generally, like speaking, like even tonight, if Aqua and I died on customs, one of us would have just killed the other person and then thrown the gear, and it would have just been like he'll get it back in insurance. So I think that's probably going to be the biggest issue about that kind of stuff. Like when people can run a 3-man squad of grenade launchers, and even if you kill 2 of them, the third guy's going to get you and then chuck the stuff for insurance. Maybe insurance is probably going to be the bigger issue. Maybe certain guns can't be insured. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm just spitballing really, but that's probably going to be more of an issue than, because what's the risk if 5 people go in with grenade launchers and they're not going to be able to die? Like if say they're underbarrel grenade launchers, not the standalones. Yeah. No one's going to die.
Soulbound weapons. There's got to be some sort of genie that gets discovered in Tarkov that soul binds all of your gear to you when you enter the raid. Voila, you now can't lose anything.
Wow. I actually never thought about that. What if, now I know this isn't going to be, no one's going to like this, but what if you're in a party you can't have insurance? So solo was only for, insurance was only for solo play. That would be actually really interesting. That's actually
the thing is that isn't it really easy, especially if you're able to pick servers, isn't it really easy to just like you can like queue snipe or stream snipe to get in a raid with people? Because like there were friends of mine who were like mods and stuff that used to show up in my raids quite often and just fuck with me, or we'd end up like kind of random duoing or whatever. It can't be that hard to get in the same raid as somebody if you know.
You'd have to pre-plan it, but there is a workaround. But there's a workaround for Shooterboard in Heaven as well, doing the exact same thing.
I think not having the insurance for the groups is not a good idea. You want to bring in these new players, and what are you going to do? Tell them like, sorry, you have to either go in alone, which no new player really wants to do, or go in with a group and learn. And by the way, you're not going to get your shit back because you're probably going to die because you're new.
Your friends are the insurance, though. Like if they let you get killed, they have to carry your shit out for you if they're good friends. And I think if you play solo, the insurance then is like your friend. That's for the lonely people.
I think insurance needs to be left alone.
Anton, what is Pilot?
The new players coming in.
It's Anton Stream Sniper.
Pilot is
He's
the Pilot fan club.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. What's Pilot? Everybody's spamming Pilot. I'm so confused. Where did I start?
Sorry to interrupt, Sigma, by the way.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree. I don't want them to do anything with insurance. Like insurance is the only fucking like saving grace that I even remotely ever have to not go totally broke.
Yeah, but if you're a solo player, it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like in general, I think they could do more for insurance, either by making it cheaper. But I mean, I just don't think the team versus solo aspect. I don't know. I just don't think it makes sense.
It might be harder for new
players more.
You're making it harder for newer players, and we don't need that. We want to keep building up the base, and I think that's one issue with the game in general right now is that we lowered the price of certain things. Like I keep using diesel fuel as an example. Why do we lower the price of diesel fuel? Like the rich are going to stay rich no matter what in this game. But some of the changes that they've made have done nothing but kick the lower to mediocre players, even myself, in the ass financially. And now you're separating them even more. But your big rich players are usually PvPers. They want the fights. And they're depending upon these mediocre players to come up and to be geared. But now all the mediocre and the lower players are hiding more, and the PvPers that are super rich are getting mad because they're not finding the fights, and we're kind of making that line of crossing over to being the richer group, the PvPer, wider and wider, and it's really frustrating.
I can agree with all that.
Big truth. I think it'd be... They could probably come up with something different, because, I mean, even insurance... It makes sense from a game perspective, but not like it's like life insurance. But when you get life insurance, you're dead. So it's for like your family. I feel like it would almost make more sense. The fact that you're going out and doing jobs, if they were like paying you regularly or something. So like every time you logged in, it was like, oh, you just got your pay for the day. And that would be like enough to buy a few kits. And maybe, you know, like
That's where the
they got
Bitcoin
rid
farm
of
works really
insurance.
well.
Say what?
I'd love it if they incentivized you to make friends in raids,
The
as opposed to incentivizing you only to kill everything you see in a raid.
Well, the Bitcoin farm gives you 450k a day. And the hardest thing about that is they want to make it that USEC won't kill USEC and Bear won't kill Bear. But let's be honest.
Everybody's killing everybody.
Yep.
It ain't working.
Yeah, because
How
your
does that
factions,
work?
the factions have fallen apart, right? Like at that point, you're no longer like on a mission. You know, this is like some Black Hawk Down shit where it's like, well, now everything is screwed up and we just need to get out. You're no longer like working for the company, you know? So
They've made a whole series of movies, and in the movies they made friends across factions.
yeah.
Spoiler alert, but Raid 4, a USEC makes friends with a bear.
Impossible.
Brings him to his hideout, gives him some food, have some sprats. Why can't
And
we
then he
make friends?
Why can't
Because
we
Void would
be
ruin the
friends? Why?
Void would
ruin
help.
the game. Re.
Well, I mean, people would make friends all the time with Void.
They would.
can't hear me.
See, we made a friend today, didn't we, Aqua?
Yeah, and then I shot him in the face.
See?
But had he been like, had he just said hello, it would have humanized him, and it would have been a lot harder for me to pull that trigger.
He wouldn't have said hello. He would have been like, he would have pulled it faster.
He went to shoot Aqua. I threw myself in front of him to soak the bullets. And then I ran circles around him until he stopped firing. And then I took him back to Aqua. And Aqua shot him in the head.
Well, he shot me first. Come on. Like,
Oh,
At
did he?
you.
I was
At
packing
you.
a bag
At
and
you.
he tried to murder me.
Okay,
That was
makes
funny.
sense.
Meet my friend Bull, and then you shoot him.
Yeah.
You shot Bull. Let's loot him.
Hi, Bill. This
Bye,
is
Bill.
Aqua.
Aqua.
All
You
right,
can
guys.
say Aqua. It's fine.
I would love to keep this going all night, but I like to try and keep this around the 2-hour mark. So we've been going a little bit over. Thank you so much, Smizzle and AquaFPS. I'll make sure to get some
My
spammage in the chat
pleasure.
for their links. Mods, can you do that now? If you guys are listening on YouTube, links down below to both them. Make sure you go give them a follow. Also, the team members. We've got Ghostfreak, Anton, Veritas, and Sigma here today. Slash Puppy slept in, obviously, so didn't make it today. I want to get back to trying doing this every week. It's always good to have a bit of banter and chatting. And we'll try and get you guys, Orca and Al, back sometime soon. Make sure you go give them a follow, guys, on Twitch. I'm sure they would appreciate all the love and support you guys do. It is also Orqua's birthday tomorrow on stream. So if you got any
It's
spare
not.
Twitch primes,
Don't listen to it.
go give him
Don't
Twitch
li-
primes and let him
Nah.
run as many ads as he wants to.
It's not my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Damn it. It's not. I swear. It's really not.
Besides that, guys, we'll finish this one up here. And thanks so much for being a part of the podcast again. And
Thank
usual
you.
drill, I'll run my
Hot
ads.
Guns is live. Hot
It
Guns
is.
is live.
Go watch the Hot Guns episode. Nikita rates the team members' guns in Hot Guns. I'll put a link down below for the YouTube video as well if you're listening on the podcast. Besides that, usual drill, ads, outro, and we'll send you someone in the Tarkov community. Love yous, and bye-bye.